Thursday afternoon here in Saskatoon. We have been blessed by the weather, getting milder. Should be above freezing by the weekend here at the curling trials. It's just one draw for the men Thursday, but oh, what a draw it is. He was the first to clinch his spot at the trials with a win at the Canada Cup. John Epping has put together back-to-back wins and now finds himself 3-2. It wasn't the result that Mike McEwen was looking for, losing a close one last night. He's also 3-2. So two teams know this is a big game coming up. It is McEwen. It is Epping. Draw 14 next. So this is the penultimate, the next to last round robin day. One more tomorrow here at SaskTel Center. Women, as mentioned, on the ice twice tonight again. This morning, though, it was Tracy Fleury out of East St. Paul, part of the greater Winnipeg area. Came in with 5 straight wins, getting lots of help right up and down the line. Liz Fife throwing the second stones as she plays Laura Walker out of Edmonton. Bang, bang. That's for the 2. They scored a couple of threes. High-scoring game. It eventually wins 11-7 as Fleury wins 6 in a row. Rachel Holman still alive. Hands Jennifer Jones a second loss. Kristen McCarville, Thunder Bay playing Giant Killer. And Casey Scheidegger, winner over Jacqueline Harrison. So as we check the standings, ladies first. Tracy Fleury, she's in, qualified. Everybody down to Holman, still alive. Guju at 5-1, top of the men's side. Win this afternoon, he's in. I can tell you though, Dunstone, Botcher, 5 losses, they're out. And on this Thursday afternoon, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Saskatoon. Carol Russ alongside. So it is Epping, McEwen, that's our feature. Listen, we know every team has to grow. They have to evolve. And in the case of Mike McEwen, I think the team has, because their back end has literally done this.
They have. I mean, look at Reed. He's prior skip, great touch game. You've got Mike McEwen. He can run with the best of them and the high hard ones and the run backs. But it's part B of their game that is winning them games out there. You've got Reed Carruthers making run back doubles. You got Mike McEwen making draws to the pin to either score or save them in an end. The front end standing on their head. This team's scary good when they've got it all together.
So trying to scare John Epping, but right now at 3-2, maybe playing as well as he has and the team has since they won that Canada Cup.
No question about it. And it really doesn't surprise me. John's an artist. He's certainly not a technician. He'll admit to that. His delivery's a little wonky. He needs the reps. It's only November. And they've played poorly all the way up till here, but they've got it going right now. And maybe most importantly, I think his aggressive style matches up well against McEwen.
So two teams, knowing how important it is, they're both 3-2. Epping, McEwen, that is our feature from here in Saskatoon on a Thursday afternoon.
The intensity is different than a Scotties or Brier. It's paramount to find a way to enjoy it and still stay focused and intense in all the moments you need to, but actually embracing and enjoying it.
Let's just make sure we take this one shot at a time, you know, the old saying goes, and really engage and focus on every shot out there and try to make it as best we can and hope that, you know, that relates to lots of points on the scoreboard.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, by BKT Tires and OK Tire, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Sponge Towels, made for real-life messes.
Well, it's nice to see some handshakes and still some fist bumps as we slowly work our way out of this. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. And here's how. Team McEwen, they hail from the West St. Paul Curling Club, so the west side of the Red River, outside of Winnipeg. Mike McEwen backed up by Colin Hodgson, Derek Samagalski, and Reed Carruthers. Team Epping, they are from the Lee Side Curling Club in Toronto. 38-year-old John Epping with Brent Lang, Matt Cam, and Ryan Fry. Mike McEwen's out, so you know that he has not got the last rock. He'll be throwing the red stones. Epping has the hammer, playing the yellow. Brush down now right on the edge of the 12. Settling in to get us underway. On this Thursday afternoon, the McEwen lead is Colin Hodgson.
And that Broom's edge of the 12, just to shout out to Greg Owasco and team. It's just been spectacular. We had maybe first draw, this sheet against the crowd was a little wonky, and one night game, but other than that, it's just been absolutely perfect.
Yeah, you when you don't hear the curlers talking about the ice at all, you know that's a good thing, and there has been minimal comments about anything with regards to ice.
Yeah, my dad made ice, and he always used to say, I make 4 friends and 4 enemies every game, but you're right, a lot of cases the teams that are losing are still complimentary.
So Hodgson slips deep, goes back for Brent Lang. Now that's not familiar territory for him when you see him last in statistics.
Well, and you've got Colin at 91 and Lang at 84. That's a big spread.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game. We will start with Mike McEwen.
I'll lead the way into you. Sorry, Epping.
I think that's me.
It is.
Wow.
You know what? You have to, if you're Mike McEwen, you have to avoid outcome focus. It's getting late in the week. You mentally get a little bit tired, and you start thinking ahead to Sunday, and you just have to focus on your job at hand out there and then lay the foundation. I look at the front end of Derek and Colin. They can put a lot of pressure on that Epping front end, who's struggling slightly. Okay, now it's your turn.
Well, I got to wait for Lang to throw the darn thing now.
Well, the thing is, it's funny you say that because it's middle of the week. You get mentally tired, and we just saw an example of that.
Focus, Russ.
Focus.
Here I go. Come on, Vic.
Okay, so now let's take a look at the keys for John Epping.
Finally.
Okay.
Well, you mentioned it already with Brent Lang. I had to look at the stats twice. Lead the way for Brent. He's last at leads. I've never seen that ever. He's usually at the top. 6% worse than the next worst. It's hard to believe, and that's going to hurt Epping because he plays such an aggressive style. You got to get the rocks in the right spot and watch the rotation. Ryan Fry, he's got great touch this week. He's hitting well, but every once in a while, that lack of rotation costs them. They overcurl, tick on guards.
Wow, this is appropriate considering what just happened. It's all brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue.
Great throw, Matty.
The obvious choice for Western Canadians for over 95 years. Wow, we had a mess in aisle 3, I tell you that. Wow. That's a great start.
Oh, yes, it was.
Derek Somogalski throwing second stones.
Boy, Derek's been playing well. You remember the first end last night against
triple.
Koo. He makes that triple.
Yeah.
You need those big shots in a week like this. You know, they're going to have to, you're going to have to save some ends, or even Mike McEwen in the 9th end, that draw he made. It's just part of the week to get to that final Sunday.
Normal.
The game last night, McEwen, Cooey was just off the charts. And it was different type of shots you might not see, like drawn around the side of the button, triples.
Yeah, a lot more draws.
Well, the thing that McEwen did, I think there were 2 great draws he made, right? Right to the edge of the...
In a row.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Matty.
These teams are a little different on, I looked at their points for that they're both scoring on average per game, and you got McEwen at 6.4 a game, and then Epping at 7.2, and it fits. He scores a point more a game because he's a little more offensive minded.
A little heavy?
But at times, Epping can give up a little bit more per end because he is so aggressive, and that's always the risk in the balance.
That's the hard thing at this point. If you don't apply pressure against these wonderful teams, you're dead. But it's when to apply it and when not to, or you're still dead.
And follow up with the execution.
Ryan Fry throwing the third stone, third trials. Of course, it was 13 the win with Brad Jacobs onto the gold medal. As we say good afternoon to Kathy Gauthier, it's a funny thing. I mean, we just today, right? Our focus is a little off. We're not there. You think you can just walk in and do your job and perform, but for the curlers, it's not necessarily the case anymore.
Well, Ryan Fry says that they may have entered this season a little naivety just last year not playing a whole lot, this year not that much. He thought that when they hit the ice, especially he and Brent Lang with all their experience, it would all come back to them. And he said not only did it not come back to them, he's realized the less you throw, the more your ability diminishes, and that's why they got into trouble early. And when you stop making the simple shots, it gets in your head, and then it all builds a big puzzle that's not very good.
Yeah, they were really like everybody. Let's be honest. COVID hit curling just as hard as other sports, or we as individuals, as families. They had that momentum coming out of Leduc and that 19 Canada Cup win. Thought they had it going again at the Brier in 20 in Kingston, and then bang. And ice not available. They had to travel from Toronto to Oakville to get some ice, and as people in Southern Ontario know, just difficulty traveling in that Golden Horseshoe area. So they were really hurt. So
I think that's been the same story. I mean, Mike McEwen talked about it. He's thought they were hitting their stride in that 2020 Brier, and he feels like they've regressed because they couldn't get access to ice. It's tough for teams because a lot of these players, they throw a lot, and when that's taken away from them, that can be really uncomfortable, and they lose confidence.
So the 5 rock rule, as you're well aware now, we are playing 10, but in round robin you can leave after 8. 38 minutes thinking time, 2 90-second timeouts. John Epping. Just to show you how difficult it has been for Epping this year. They qualified in only 2 events. They are 14 wins, 18 losses. And their best finish was a semifinal in Toronto. And in head-to-head games, well, they've lost 3 straight to this man, Mike McEwen.
Yeah, the odds are you wouldn't pick Epping, but it's not that simple curling. John's got hammer here, and they're making a lot of shots. I like his finesse game this week. And they can knock McEwen off here quite easily.
Well, and McEwen doesn't have an easy finish, Russ. He's got Epping, and then he's got Jacobs and Gushu.
Is that all?
Yeah,
yeah.
Minor.
Wow. And 2 tomorrow, which is tough, too, at the end of the week.
Yeah, when you're a little bit, it's funny how the schedule can work to your advantage or not. Some of the teams are getting a day of rest later on in the week. Gunlickson, as opposed to that, he ended up starting the event and didn't play until Sunday.
Just so curl a little bit. Yep.
Well, there you go. That's a good time to start the streak. Gets his first blank. McEwen Epping is our feature on this Thursday. We are in the home of the Saskatoon Blades of the Western Hockey League, and also Saskatchewan Rush of the National Lacrosse League. The Blades are on a 9-game road trip. They are playing 1 game here in Saskatoon, but it's in another arena. While the curling trials take over their home. So McEwen and Epping, our feature, playing on sheet A. We blank the first. And so once again, it is John Epping from the Least Side Curling Club in Toronto that does have the last round playing the Yellowstone.
That's good. Whoa. Great sweep, Matt.
Yeah, great sweep.
So we already mentioned that 9 teams have qualified or did qualify. The very first was in Leduc, Alberta, Canada Cup of 19. That was John Epping. And then you see the others, how they qualified. The last 2, of course, a couple of weeks back in Liverpool, Nova Scotia in the pre-trials, Gunlickson and Horgan. The only team that is idle today is Matt Dunstone, and he is 1-5. So keeping in mind there's only been 2 teams that are eliminated. They are the 5-loss teams, Botcher and Dunstone not playing. So we are on sheet A. Horgan, Gushu can clinch a playoff spot with a win. Meanwhile, Botcher tries to bring Gunlickson back, and Cooey and Jacobs the battle for second place right now. And Kathy will keep you updated, of course, on this Thanksgiving Day in the United States. Be remiss in not wishing any of our American viewers a happy Thanksgiving.
No. Still there, John. Whoa. Looking like back four. Line's going to be fine. Back four. Line's real good. Real close. Play it tight.
This is where they've been let down a little bit, but not right now when he needs it most.
No, two really good shots. You see Colin Hodgson on his second stone slid deep back 8 foot. That's that red stone back 8. So kind of give some backing for Epping.
Yeah, not a good spot for Collins at all.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Really gotta go.
Derek Samagalski.
Really gotta go. Okay,
And
just
drives
straight
it by everything. Watch that shooter, though. It goes over now, covers the 8 foot.
Looks like you are.
I love the call by Epping, Cheryl. The McEwen to the center guard. He went right around it immediately.
I really love guarding my back button myself.
Got nothing over here.
Then by getting the miss, that run back creates a corner. And Epping's in awfully good shape to score 2 here.
Or just draw in there. Split's the best shot.
Guess we can be aggressive with the top.
Yeah. I like
Back
it.
12.
There's a double there, the yellow
between,
double.
so
So they're
that'd be
going to
a little
try and rearrange it and also maybe roll the shooter behind the corner. Tough not to leave a double, but could make it tougher.
Can't be a little slower here.
A little bit line. Oh, yep. I'd say a little light. Whoa, it's good. Real good. Close. Whoa.
Yep. Yep.
Matt Cam throwing second stones.
Right back into here. Yep.
Good shot, Matty.
Good.
And back
Great
it goes.
spot, Matt.
Sitting the 2.
Nice weight, Matty.
Well, Brad Gushue with a win would be the first to qualify, Kathy. So let's take a look.
Well, he's got a great chance to start this game with a pair facing 2 on his final. Tanner Horgan tried a big weight crosshouse double, got 1, but slid under the second, and so draw to the paint for Brad for 2.
So looking ahead, tomorrow, final round robin day, Gushue would be idle in the morning and in the evening. His final game is against Mike McEwen.
14-5.
So he'll get his deuce. Good start for Gushue against Horgan.
Yeah. Okay.
They get rid of the 1, get rid of the backing, and then the shooter rolls over to sit in the 12.
Derek took a run at that double, but it curled up on him, so ended up kind of rolling to a bad spot. Now it's actually helping Epping, and they're going to try and place one around that corner again.
Just a dream start for Team Epping this end.
Boncher Gundlickson, Cooey Jacobs, blanks on the board.
That was hard. You got 91. I got 81. Close.
Whoa.
Easy. This is a little bit wide here. Running. Langer? Way out there. Running. No, curling now. Yeah, go ahead, Langer. Curling. I don't think you want. This is top 4. Well, probably just want to leave it. Yeah, you want to go here if we can. I think you probably just want to leave it. I think there's any reason to sweep that. Yeah, okay. Good speed, man. Good throw. It's just straighter in the middle, eh? Good weight, Langer.
Straighter in the
Wonder if
middle.
it's getting. Wonder if you got on the inside. It's not, but you're wide.
It wasn't close to getting buried.
No, it seems like it has to start on the center line to get that really big finish to the wing.
I like that. Okay.
The 4-foot lines seem to hold it. Chance at a double here. Reed made a couple beauties last night.
Oh. Reed Carruthers in a third trials, 13 with Stoughton. Then he skipped 4 and 4 last year, and this time he'll just slide it on through.
So close.
That's a direct result because Derek missed narrow in that exact same spot. So you know Derek was narrow, but how much? Was it self-inflicted? Is it the ice? So then you protect just that little bit.
I love the weight of this. didn't whip it down there that gave him a chance to actually make this.
I like it too. Don't know what this end's gonna do. I don't think there's a wrong turn. I'm happy with either turn. Yeah. How hard? Hey, but wait.
Boy, roll it underneath here.
Speed's a little slow for him, but not terrible.
There's nice rotation from Ryan there. He seems to be positive on his hits, sometimes not on the draws.
Whoa! Whoa! Little hard. Go ahead, Langer. Go. Whoa! Max! Whoa, whoa. Yeah, go ahead, Langer. Yes, Langer, just Langer. Go way over.
Well, you've got quite the eye, because that's exactly what Ryan Fry was telling us before the game. He says when they have gotten together, when they have practiced, it is about the technical things. It is about matching all their deliveries and getting more rotation.
Interesting. And then Gushu's worked on the same thing. And the Rocks just run so much more consistent. It's more predictable if you've got rotation. Plus, when the Rocks are this sharp, you actually lose speed on a draw shot.
Yeah, and it gives the skip a little bit more. You know, you're not guessing, putting the broom down here for this person and here for this throw. You know, it gives you a little bit more easy time ice reading.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No! One more time. Another try here. Reed Carruthers, what do you got? One coming across off the back. Yeah, he's got his tube.
Very nice. Little fitter.
Shot Rock still remains now under cover, top 8 and the guard. Or back 8, pardon me, just back edge of the 4. His shot still.
Very nice.
That's huge when Epping was sitting 3. And where he stuck it is even a bigger bonus.
So he is setting them, but it's not taking
I knew exactly what that. Yeah, you're close to 80. Okay, we're a little hard. I see hard. Okay. There right now, John. T line. T. Close. T line. Still T. Keep that line. T line. Ryan. Real close. Little bounce.
Go ahead, Langer. Go ahead. Big, actually big.
Okay.
Just a little hot. We're trying to get a corner freeze on that red.
Okay. 74. Yep.
That's what can happen when you're used to not throwing rotation and you add a little rotation. That had 4 1/4 rotations. That'll make it go that much farther.
So Cheryl, when you do that, where does the adjustment have to be made?
For the rotation?
Yeah, I mean, is it the weight? Is it the kick? Where do you do?
Yeah, in the kick. You know, when you have that rotation to Russ's point, it will slide a little further. So you just got to kick out that much lighter. I always found on really keen ice that was the problem, because I would like to have this nice extension to the broom, but I was afraid to do it, and you throw this soft handle.
Yes.
You got to be offline by
so you got to kick quite a bit lighter.
An opportunity right now to get out of this. So it does move it far enough.
Brilliant call.
Right.
By Reed Carruthers.
That was straight high.
That's pretty straight there, no?
That was 3 inches wide.
Okay.
They're trying to basically nose this thing, Vic, and it's way wide. So the only way you're going to make the double is brush it at the end, just enough to get it across the top there, and now it's in a good spot.
Just a great call. Mike was apologizing on that one, so must have come out a little wide on it.
I was like this much high. Yeah. It was too much.
Remember when they got together to start this quadrennial, and they were all over each other. They didn't know if one would skip one weekend. Was it the Carruthers team? Was McEwen team? And they finally settled on McEwen skipping, and they've now found their places. And everyone is comfortable.
It's fine though.
I mean, those roles are so important.
It's fine. Okay.
And I think it's really hard to go back and forth. And I know they were trying to figure out what the right combination was, but when they finally landed on it, that's been the bonus of this team and their ability to play together as a team and support each other.
Maybe.
Reed said something interesting to Kathy and me about they're playing a little bit with a chip on their shoulder because they sometimes they're left out of the equation in many cases.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Just north.
You know.
North. Really gotta go. Really gotta go.
Epping's first. He's crashing.
Okay, John. Okay. Hey, Johnny.
Both skips a little off the broom in those last two.
Could pick it. I think he just.
Yeah. Might be hard to get there. Could draw to the middle and just go here too, right, bud?
Yeah, just you're getting in. Yeah,
Put
that's
it
fine.
even, right?
That's fine. This is good too.
I've watched a little bit of Epping this
There's a
year,
whole
and he
bunch of
seems
spots.
to have been fighting a little bit of his alignment.
Mhm.
He can't quite get out sometimes to the broom. It's more of a technical.
I don't like his rock position to begin with, and I think it causes him to drift a bit. He always did,
Yeah.
and it didn't seem to bother him, but it looks a little more than usual.
Asking Ryan Fry about that, and listen, he was the good teammate, good soldier, said, hey, it starts with us. We can take the pressure off him, then he can just throw and
Yeah,
doesn't have
that's
to
true.
worry about it.
Yeah, that's why I have significant ice.
Yeah.
So I think that should be fine.
So for speed, like, it won't be like a 15. It's probably 14.
I was gonna say 14 flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
14.3 is probably okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it running.
A little
Yeah.
inside the draw path. So if he's a little soft on his release, it could curl into a little slower area than they're guessing.
Light. Not heavy. What do you think, Colin? I think it's pretty good. Here, let me know. Keep it moving.
Definitely been the strength of his game. 89% coming in on his draws.
Okay, stay down though.
No, we're talk to you. Wait, good.
Stay down.
Okay, curled in. Right here is perfect.
Just even them up. A little deeper.
It's there. It's even.
Yep, yep.
Go.
Yep.
It's even. Go.
Yep.
Go.
Yes.
Go. Keep going. Oh, we left it. Oh, jeez.
Do you know what? I think it's there.
Boy, and it didn't
Be
curl.
like 3 feet further.
Well, they wanted it back edge of the
Yeah.
floor.
Mike will not be happy there because it didn't have to be that cute. You could have been back 8 foot.
3/4? Yeah. 2/3? Yeah. 3/4.
Even Russet had curled a little bit more over to the left. It would have been a tougher
Yeah,
double.
anywhere in there.
Yeah.
Now this still has to be thrown awfully hard, kick it across, but I think John's got the ability to throw it just hard enough to make this.
The proud son of Peterborough, Ontario, John Epping. Look at that, making the most of last rock. If you got 2 here, bang. No, he will not. He gets just the single. So McEwen may have gotten away there with a mistake. Just the one, Epping. SaskTel Center in Saskatoon. It all started last Saturday. We have one more day of round-robin play. A draw tonight for the ladies, and then 2 for the men, 1 for the women tomorrow before we sort it all out. Possibility of tiebreakers, of course. Those would happen on Saturday. So we pick up our first point as Epping gets the single. And here in the third, first time in the game that Mike McEwen will have last rock as the Hammer playing the Redstones.
Well, thanks to Reed, I think that's the shot, the in-turn double.
Okay, Kathy Botcher Gunlickson after a blank in the first.
Well, Brendan Botcher hit on his final stone. That's the shot stone. They've taken a look at both of those outside stones. It does look like Gunner is taking on that very thin double for 2.
Brendan Botcher, reigning Canadian champion, eliminated. Difficult week for him as 5 losses have taken him out of it. Gunlickson trying to stay among those fighting for the playoffs. What do you got? 1? If you got 2, oh, and slides underneath.
Your body speed's good, but I just want to see a little bit more rotation.
I think it's a steal.
Yeah, it is. I just waited. They looked like they weren't clearing for a while, but yeah, it is a steal of 1 for Brendan Botcher.
That's that shot inside out late in the week. Every event we do. Just tracks a little straighter.
Yeah, we saw that last night with Mike McEwen on one.
He had that made. You can tell by the brushing.
He did.
Hard line.
It never curled after halfway down the sheet.
Just bounce it a little. Should have kept on. Good. It's fun. 15.
You had to bounce it a little farther. It's a auto double here now if you make contact.
Should run down there for you, Matt.
I agree.
A lot of teams early in the game are doing this, Cheryl, aren't they, with trying to force McEwen. Epping threw up the 2 centers right off the bat.
Epping loves that. I mean, that's kind of the thing he's played with, and he scores a lot of points because of it. Can come with risk, but just so much respect for the run back hits, right? And you need that double centers that makes it a little bit tougher.
Yeah, true.
Matt Cam. Cooey and Jacobs, this one would get somebody a little closer. They're all in good position, both teams, but certainly to stay at 1 loss would be huge. This is Brad Jacobs.
Well, an opportunity for two. He made a wonderful hit and roll on his first one, completely buried. Kevin Cooey took a run at it with soft weight. He made contact with it, but he didn't quite push it out of the house. That's the stone that's at the back of the house. Left his shooter in the open. And there's your deuce.
So Jacobs out of the Sioux Curlers Association in Sault Ste. Marie with the early lead.
Control.
Now, in talking to McEwen coach Rob Meakin in passing today, and he asked, so what do you tell the team after last night's game with Cooey? So it was so wonderfully played, and he says nothing. We sat in the room afterwards, as always. We debrief, and we went, great game, boys. But, hey, what else can you do? There's nothing to say.
No, there really wasn't. That's, you know, if you can find a couple things that you take away. But most of the players these days are so self-aware. They know if there was a spot in the game that maybe they'd like to improve on. But you can't, when you play a game like that, it was back and forth. Both teams put a lot of pressure on each other. Not a lot of misses.
Hard, bud. Hard, bud.
Right up hard.
Hard, bud. Hard, bud. Keep going.
Curl.
I think that's the value, Russ, of coaches sometimes, because you can beat yourself up after a loss. And that's the reminder. They're sitting on the bench going, that was a well-played game. You can't really look at it that way.
Back in perspective for sure.
Eventually somebody's going to get behind there. Good board. Good board here. Shade hard.
Go ahead, Langer.
Difficult summer
Hard.
We gotta really go.
for Ryan and his family is on the loss of his father, Barry Fry. He was says he still wells up. Still very difficult for him to accept. We talked earlier in the week about all the father-daughter combinations that are here, and the fathers who have gotten their daughters into the game, and Barry Fry, of course, legendary. Champion, of course, and then the small Fry now. Barry.
Yeah, that was felt so bad for Ryan and so hard to hear.
Right through it. Dead straight.
So that was 74?
Yes.
82 right?
Yeah.
These guys are using split times. There's not too many men's teams doing that.
That's light.
Back line to hog. Constant distance gives the brushers a rough idea how hard it was thrown. The next trick is the path that it's going over. Can always be different.
Great sweep, Matty.
He's peeling it anyway, dude.
Great
Don't kill
sweep.
yourself.
Great sweep, buddy.
Good.
There's a veteran lead, eh? Don't kill yourself brushing it, it's peeling it anyways.
Doesn't have to be in the perfect spot.
That's years to figure that out.
I love it.
We'll have to keep an eye on something that Reed Carruthers said when I asked him about how his hit game is improved and how even Mike McEwen's draw game. They're doing something a little different with their brushes when they've taken it out of the mixed doubles game. Sometimes they're bringing the brush up in front of all the mess rather than being behind because they can't see it.
Oh.
And he says that's just one of the little things that the mixed doubles game has said. We have to see the target. We just can't look past the stones to the broom.
Yeah, I like that. I never liked when the broom was behind the rocks.
Drove me crazy.
Yeah, come out front and I'll call line as a thrower, and you can get back when you get there.
Yeah. So we'll watch for that.
Wait's good.
I mean, some people, you know, it's still an adjustment for some, the mixed doubles game, but they have borrowed from it. It certainly has made, I think, the soft game much better for players at the elite level.
No question about it. And then you also see the other strategy change in the regular game is they'll tick the opponent's corner guard into the rings now, which was obviously born in the mixed doubles.
It's good.
We're just peeling it.
That's good.
You're just peeling it. You're not sticking. Good.
Safe.
It's not like Epping didn't try this end. He threw those 2 double centers, but
a couple feet slower to the wing here, eh?
a couple misses and a really good chip and roll on by McEwen's team, and the end went away.
Out turn to the wing?
Feet, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be close, John, but probably got to err on the side of a little bit heavier.
Now we're talking about it getting a little straighter when it gets towards the boards or towards the side of either side of the sheet. So get this way over there, and Mike's only going to hit half of this with his out turn. He could pop it back like he did last time and miss it completely in the straight spot.
Wait's close.
Third trials for John Epping in 09, leading to Vancouver. He played with Wayne Madon. Then 17, he skipped the team, went 2-6 in Ottawa.
But the trials has been his kryptonite, hasn't it, Vic? Because he's been so good at Canada Cups and at the Briars, and his record at the trials is horrible.
Well, in the bubble in Calgary back in March, went 7-5.
At the Briar, yes.
Briars. It just, listen, pressure of the moment. Who knows? It's different. It certainly is. Looking for the blank, Mike McEwen here in the third.
Mike decided not to throw out turn. I thought he would. So a little bit more curl here than at the start of the week.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Good.
Thanks.
That way it goes. Our second blank in 3. It remains 1-0 Epping.
Throw. Forward. Wait, right. Wait. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Hard, Matt.
Pretty hard.
Okay. Good.
3 it is.
If you get wide enough, it'll take a lot longer to break.
Hard line. Where are you? Okay, room. You're on.
Get it there, go. Here you go. Here you go. Yep. Here you go. You're looking for some gooey magic. It's right there to the pin. Yep. Been given this opportunity, boy. Epping, you don't want to let it go away. Trying to get it over, and does. And there's the 2 for Epping in 9-5 Canada Cups. He has never won. And this one is for a trip to the curling trials for John Epping. But coming into this event, well, you can see below 500 in terms of games won. Best finish, a semifinal. So it's not been good, but as they say, they have too been affected by what we've all been affected by. Their preparation. However, here they're right in the mix at 3-2, along with Mike McEwen. Boy, that 19 event, that was in November, I believe, of 19, I think.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
That's a long time ago.
It is a long time ago.
First to qualify. You know, and if it was under normal circumstances and they were playing poorly, you would say, okay, you qualified too early, you have no edge left, there's some complacency.
Yeah. Sometimes it's tough qualifying that early.
Rachel did the same thing.
Yeah, you're right. See that corner guard, Russ, on the left-hand side? It'll come into the screen here, the red one that McEwen threw. Not getting a lot of curl to the left.
No, that's true.
Brendan Botcher, Jason Gundlickson. One lonely yellow.
Yes.
And it happens to be Gundlickson.
It does. So he's trying to make it 2 lonely yellows. Brendan Botcher took on a very sharp double on his first to try to remove both of the stones belonging to Gundlickson in the house. Just missed it across the top of it and then not able to make a double. And so that's why it creates this opportunity for 2.
Should have a piece of this yellow no matter what.
Gundlickson out of Morris, Manitoba, south of Winnipeg.
Boy, Skibby, good pair.
A couple of Briars back-to-back, 2021. Not so lonely anymore. He's found a friend. 2 yellow, 2 for Gundlickson.
Hard!
What do you got here? Stuff.
Okay, bud.
And a kill.
Really move.
A couple of centers, though, usable possibly for McEwen. One more time, Kathy. Cooey Jacobs after Jacobs got the deuce in 2.
Well, the simple story is that Kevin Cooey is being forced, but the unfortunate part for Kevin Cooey was in control of this whole end, had opportunities to split the house to lie 2. BJ's second stone picked and wound up jamming and removing stones and left Jacobs lying 3. And that changed momentum. Kevin made a big weight double, almost triple on his first, but he left 1 stone there. Jacob split the house, and here is your force. So huge momentum swing on a very unfortunate pick.
Nice shot, Kev. On the board.
So having to park it, draws the back of the button for a single. But you are playing a Jacobs team, which is the best all week at forcing, holding the opposition to a single when they have last round.
Real close, John. Halfway tight. Line's good.
Cooey also playing Mark Kennedy when they 4 years ago went to the Olympics together.
It's tight on its own.
Okay, line's great. Never has to curl.
Tight on its own.
Never has to curl. Has to
and again, you know, you start the 4-year process with a team, and some teams still survive, but they make changes. When you look back to that Cooey Epping final at the Canada Cup, Colton Flash was part of the Cooey team. He's no longer. John Morris is in.
They're going to draw a freeze, and then it gets
and they've
buried.
shuffled their lineup.
Run triple. You're going to be buried above tee.
Yeah.
Okay.
With lots of guards up, though.
And there's bound to be more after this season is over, after the Scotties and Briar runs are finished.
I think it'll be interesting to see if teams, I mean, some teams or players will take that first year and just lay back, and they'll just take it a little bit easier because you've got a 4-year cycle. I think there'll be some retired players out there that retire. Be an interesting to see all the mix and matches.
Yeah, there's always something going on for sure.
Hard! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa!
Shot, Derek.
Oh, he touched them all.
Boy, oh boy.
I love that call.
Derek Samogolski.
Great shot, Derek.
Mike looked at playing real soft and tried to generate some offense, but Derek was really pushing for that run back.
Really wide and then like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He made an early one yesterday in the first end against Cooey.
Triple, yeah.
Mr. Field Goal. That was a tougher one than the one against Cooey. There was so much distance between the first and second rock. Still a good chance here for Epping.
Well, there's lots to get behind. It just happens to be all McEwen color.
Wait's
Still
close.
running. Starting to curl now.
Wait's real close.
Starting to curl now.
I don't think it needs it yet.
Still.
I don't think it needs this yet, but you're going to have to go for line.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
Go.
Go ahead.
Go. Go.
Go ahead.
Till it stops.
Go
Don't
ahead.
worry about the freeze. Keep
Go
going.
ahead.
Keep going.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Good.
Shot.
Just about perfect.
The way that it curls.
Yeah, but either you know it and you make it good, or you peel it off and it's good.
Sure. Okay.
Out turn first.
Okay.
Just.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yep. Whoa.
Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ah, sorry.
Runs it straight back. So going to lose that Ray Stone. So still 3 stones in front to be used.
They're mad because they had a couple chances maybe behind the corner guard or straight back.
You see a team like Mowat now, they're never throwing peel at that one.
No, you're right.
The idea, like they're so good now, the idea is to hit and stay there, whether it's a run back or not. So a little less weight and Reedy's gold there.
I think we're all there. This is heavy. No, we're similar.
It's got a better line.
Real close.
Bruce Mowat of Scotland, of course, and it's he that some of the teams now are trying to emulate when it comes to the number of rotations on the stone.
Yeah, they throw a lot of rotation and then down weight to make all those shots, to Russ's point.
The difference in ice, I give him about 2 inches less.
Yeah. Plus with the left-right abilities now with the brushing, you throw a 7-second peel, your brushers aren't really doing too much.
No.
But you're always close when you throw it hard too, right? So the main thing is get rid of it.
Yep.
Hard.
Really got to go.
They got this time. Gonna get it again? Sure will.
Oh, 2 nice ones by
But that throne stone has rolled over a little bit now. Covers more of the center line.
That one went more. I tried to be patient. And
Just that little bit of movement towards us.
Maybe more importantly for McEwen,
way to make it buried.
it's a single guard now. There was 2 together before. So it's really tough to get this in a spot that Mike can't get at it.
the guard at least.
Yeah.
And you're pretty happy if you're McEwen because you'll be running back your own stones.
Then he has a
just
chance
goes
to make it
straight around.
perfect.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
just
I'm
hard to stay buried with that corner guard.
True. That's why full.
Speed's good.
Okay.
It's not like the fast Tony. It's just good.
Just the good. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Brent. You get by that left-hand corner guard and you're probably over curling. It's pretty tight.
A little extra, Johnny? Nope, really.
You got really close. Top 4 looks like here.
The line's going to curl into the hole. So go here. Got to go here.
Well,
Gotta
if
be
you're full
deep,
8,
guys.
you're okay. If you're full 8, you're okay.
You got to go here. It's not there, John.
Keep going.
And back they go, and the over curl is into that hole now, sitting back edge of the 4.
Yeah.
That's the softer end.
Actually, can feel this. You can feel it when you come out.
Yeah, no, he scratched it real good.
I can feel that.
What's that from? He almost fell.
You want to roll my way a bit, right?
I'm throwing the out.
Got a
feel that.
scratch on that intern
Like when you
What's that?
path where they kick out.
I can feel it in my hand.
So did I.
Did you feel it?
Yeah.
I can feel it in my hand a bit.
He ground off a ton of pebble there.
Yeah, that's what I felt. Yeah, slider took a bunch of pebble off that thing.
There it is. Yeah, great shot.
Feels like it's tugging on you a bit when you're going. Yeah.
And they can ask the ice makers if they want to buff it up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, good touch, bud. Normal.
Where do you think?
So that'll be in their heads now.
guys?
Yeah, you're thinking about it when you're throwing there.
I think that's pretty good.
Never a good thing.
That should be
Normal.
How would you get that? Just a high spot along there.
Well, I think the shoe or the shoe must have dug in right up in their toe, maybe on a bit of a tilt on your the ball of your foot, and the slider scratch is my guess.
Coming through. Sure do. Got it.
Big roll, Reed.
Yes, and a little bit of roll as well. Very nice. Sits behind cover, albeit back 4.
He's going to call you off. Sorry.
Probably not easy to draw to be
I'm
honest.
just trying to be positive.
I was good.
Shoot. To be off it a bit.
John really wants to freeze here,
It's
but
actually probably not that easy to draw to.
No,
cards in
it's
the way, isn't it?
quite hard to draw to.
Because the way it's coming in, right? With either turn, to be quite honest.
That's frustrating. You just picture freezing here and maybe a steal or certainly a force. I'm not sure it's there.
I wonder if you have to play it, Russ, with tap weight.
Yes.
You know, that might be the only way to get to it.
But then you might as well tap it out, right?
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I
Is that what you mean? Yeah, sorry.
Because the guard's long.
You think the corner guard's in the way?
For the freeze?
Yeah.
I do.
So. Do you? Okay.
I don't know. You saw your last one better than I did.
I got way by.
Okay. Well, then I like it if you like it.
I kind of like it, but I'm loving it, but I'm nervous, obviously. I love it, but.
Yeah, a player at this level, he just threw it, so he just knows he can make it.
And make that freeze.
Okay.
Okay. A little soft on you?
I thought a hair, yeah.
Okay.
Just such a good conversation, right? Was I a little soft? Did I get it going? Yep, a bit. It allows John to put the broom down for the next throw.
Yeah, something similar.
But if he doesn't throw it soft, if he's got a more of a positive release, that corner guard's
Do you want me to sweep it a little earlier?
a possibility.
Okay. Similar, John.
So that corner guard right now covering the 8.
Line's close. Wait, real close.
Got to get off of that first.
It was definitely a more positive release.
Yeah. Real close.
Here we go. Lang closest to the stone. Cam out in front. Get off that. Get off that. It is. Now take it all the way down.
We're there.
Thought he liked it.
Nice
Makes
shot, Johnny.
it.
Really good shot,
Wow.
Just beautiful.
John Epping.
Great throw, John.
Well, he figured it out. Learned from his last throw.
Johnny,
Put
great
broom
throw.
down in the right spot. What a great throw.
I like what you said too. It was a veteran talk through the whole process.
Wait, sir. Wait, sir.
Well, he said it scared him.
Real close.
But
We're there.
came down and ends up with this.
Really good shot, Johnny.
Hey, you know,
14-3.
yeah, that's what I had. I got close.
Weight's good.
I got close.
So the hammer efficiency referring to last rock and scoring it minimum of 2.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Line's good.
So only Tanner Horgan
Line's good.
Real nice line.
with a worse percentage.
Line's perfect.
Weight's good. Little
than
heavy,
McEwen.
actually.
Curl and go.
Little heavy.
Curl and go, you're good.
Down, Mike.
Good sweep. Shot, John.
There you go. Curl and go. Might be a new name for a beauty salon. Curl and go. We're tied at 1. 4 sheets in play here at SaskTel Center. Opened back in 1988. And in the past has handled Briars and Scotties. And now the curling trials. As we go to the 5th and a 1-1 tie, and it is once again John Epping that has last rock playing the yellow still.
Come on, Matty. Come on, Matty.
You saw the hammer efficiency numbers for McEwen at 22%. On the other flip side, Epping is at 52%. That's what they have been doing very well this week, is converting with hammer. But McEwen's not letting them.
This will be a hair slower out
Turned
here.
Langer say it's getting slower.
Top 8.
Missed a free one there.
Weight's good. Top 8. Line's great. Curl room. Curl. Line's good. Curl. Just get the weight right. Curl. Curl.
Go, Derek. Get real good now.
Hard, 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 hard. Come on, hard.
Good shot.
Wow.
Split the top one.
Well, it was a force to a single because of a wonderful shot by John Epping. And you think about it, he went down to the hack, looked at it, said, you know what, boys, I'm scared about it, but I really think it. I came down, talked it out, and then goes and makes it.
Yeah, and what I liked about this shot, it was a big team shot. You know, he came down, got some information from Fry, talked to Lang about the line, and it's a huge shot because you don't make this, you roll off, and there's a deuce in play. So great team shot by all of them.
And forces McEwen to the single. Key shot is brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
Weight's good. Back 12. Yep. Back 8. Yep. Hard, Matty. Push, buddy.
Matt Cam.
Check the top one. Oh, it's through the head.
And all the way through.
Well, they tried to get the tick and maybe spin it into the wings and take off a bit of weight, but too thin.
Well, they're going to just freeze. 14 with those 14?
14-2 with a nice app. That's
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I see it. That's undercover. So there's no play, I guess, huh?
Well, there really isn't, and this end turned around with a flat double made by Mark Kennedy, and it looked like there might be leading to a blank, but that stone that you see buried is Kevin Cooey's final shot. Went around, no way to get it, and so it's the force. Needs a bite of the 8-foot.
That's a big force.
Huge.
Allows Cooey to get the hammer back and maybe do something with it.
Not sure you can hurt it.
Well, we talk often about the conversion 2 or more with last rock. The Jacobs team is number 2 all week in their conversions.
Line's fine. Just for weight. When you peer it, see, when you peer it all the time.
For the single.
Just pencil.
To take a 3-1 lead.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Fry. Angle it back, touches it. Ray Stone will pop out.
I didn't touch that one. Okay, sorry, Mikey. Get your broom out of the way, eh?
Take just nose, Derek.
Just trying to move the rock.
What
do you bump?
John's broom stayed and touched that rock. Didn't make any difference, but
Should come down.
It's a little solid.
Gotta go.
Derek
Gotta
Semigolski.
go. Really gotta go.
You got to go to get by the guard. Come on.
Crothers
Come
on the brush.
Come on.
Yes, yes, yes.
Got it by
Come on.
sure
Whoa.
did. And now where's his roll? And they're going to group them here on the edge of the 8.
I don't know.
that one fooled him.
Yeah, did it ever?
Okay.
Here, bud.
Keel on the nose. Should run right up the sheet for you, Matty.
Another one you don't have to throw peel. You throw a normal weight hit. Utilize the brushers. You want to hang around here. Your next shot's going to be tougher if you don't.
Real hard.
Yep. Yep. Watch the roll.
I don't think you want it.
Squeezes them both.
Attaboy, Matty. Speed should be good. They threw a couple here.
Yeah, chance to. This is a pretty good chance for Reed to roll under that center. And I think you'll just be above the tee line, which helps.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
Clean.
Gotta go.
Down the slide.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard going. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Well, Brush.
Yep.
Now, if you got a little roll underneath, sure do. Really well thrown. Nice brush. Carruthers on the throw. Just soft, huh? Just enough to do what you want.
Yeah, it lets the brushers kind of manage it. Doesn't overthrow it, and they get that finish at the end to get the roll.
Great sweep, Paul.
And Hodgson on the brush. Look at that. It's hidden.
Yeah.
These are the ones that I've been picking on Ryan because Ryan's had a great week. He's 89%, which is pretty amazing. But some of these used to take off on him because of lack of rotation.
Keep going, buddy. Keep going. You gotta
Playing with it all the way.
All kinds of spin this time.
And now Cam helping it over. Very nice. Oh, goodness. Nice to get it behind. Nice to tap it through. Wonderfully played.
Really crisp throw there, Cheryl. Good extension, lots of rotation. Very readable for the skipper.
Just makes it easy putting the broom down, too.
Okay, let's go, Kathy. Botcher, Gunlickson, 2-1. Gunlickson leads. They're playing 4.
And on his final stone, Jason Gunlickson stuffed the double attempt, leaving one in the house. And so that is why Brendan has the opportunity, if he hits the paint, for 2.
Disappointing week, to say the least, for the reigning Canadian champion.
You're fine for line.
Eliminated from contention with 5 losses.
I missed it. Sorry, guys.
We're okay. There's no way. No way Casey's getting this serve.
Adam Casey, of course, throwing the third stone for Matt Gunlickson. That's a 2. Saw a lot of that this week when we caught Botcher. A lot of shake of the head. Still not confident.
Yep. Control, just.
Brian Fry.
Gotta go to hit it. Go, 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 go. Right to it.
Yeah.
Right to it.
Whoa, whoa.
Go, 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 go.
Okay. Undercover but deep, sitting center line. Back 8.
Not bad. I don't think he can play the freeze. That's fine. Fry.
Like rolling.
It's not fries, just through.
Try to roll a hair high.
Yeah, if you throw nose it,
third blank in 4 ends. Or, sorry, a second blank in 4 ends. 2-1 Guju. Guju opened with a couple in the first. Horgan got 1 in second, and they blanked 3 and 4.
Okay, just through.
Yeah, I saw fries. So.
Okay, good toss here, bud.
Saw exactly where he threw it.
I've asked you this before, but I always was told you don't watch the other person. But in this case, McEwen says, I watched Fry's stone. What was he watching?
Yeah, he was watching the release and how the rock came down the ice. You can read off of them. I think it's when you don't know a player or maybe you didn't catch on to what they did that you're... These guys play against each other so much on tour. They probably know the opposition as good as they know their own players.
The people Vic was playing against, he's right. Don't watch them.
Yes. Line. You should listen to that.
Well done to get it by, and he's going to get right to the nose.
Nice.
Maybe the best example of that was when she became a world champion. Bing Yu Wang arrived from China.
Yes.
And literally, you're exaggerating, but that brush was never close. It was, she was out here.
Yeah.
They'd slide wide and then steer it in.
It was another area code.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah, you
Slower
did
rotation, too.
Yeah.
Throw it the same as Fry.
But again, went on to win a world championship.
A little higher in the house now.
It's pretty good here.
I want to say a bronze medal. The bronze may have come in Vancouver. My mind is a little soft.
All the way to the half.
But you got a chase here, John Epping.
Ryan.
Shot stone creeping up now. It's top or back of the 4 foot, so there is room to get there. Got to get it by. Lang on the brush. Oh, he does again. And here it comes again to the back edge now of the button. So still again room.
The cut thing's got a little more movement than my other rocks. I thought
That might be moving a hair more, Johnny.
So I'm wondering, just a little more.
And I'm proud of myself. I was right.
I've overcurled every
2010.
time.
2010, good
And you were
memory.
definitely out to it there.
Yeah.
Interesting here. John had this exact same situation last end. Rolled the dice, played the freeze, and got the force.
It's not bad to have.
It's nothing aggressive.
No.
It's just...
You're right.
Mike's content to hit it out of there.
Yeah, I think they've got a sliver of it. It didn't quite go under.
Similar.
Make it a little easier to look at.
Hard Colin, gotta go.
Hodgson.
Keep going, buddy.
Hard Colin.
High up.
Okay, it's good.
Trying to direct it over and does.
Talked to Colin before the event, and he was
Okay,
talking about his style of
tiny
rushing,
bit.
where they just kind of shovel at it. It's a slower motion, but a more violent, and he's basically trying to scratch, which is the theory behind the left-right movement.
Yeah, you see, as opposed to other brushers, it's more of a faster motion. This is kind of a slow. There's some players trying it.
Just digging deeper.
Yep. Please. Gotta go.
Looking for the blank.
You're good. Good job, John.
And away it goes, avoiding that jam at the back. So we'll put another blank on the board here. We played quickly. We're going through the break. 1-1.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires and OK Tire.
Well, as we've seen, the best teams in Canada are here in Saskatoon for this year's trials. And there are bound to be more top shots like those we've already seen here at SaskTel Center.
A lot of rocks at play. Sheet C. Oh, it's right.
My telestrator cannot do this.
So the in-turn drag should work in his favor on this run back.
It should.
Matt Dunstone, tap, little clip. Oh, did he move it? It's up. Unreal shot. Come on, Matt Dunstone. The kid from Saskatchewan with a beauty.
Krista elected to play a hit on her first, and then Carrie Anderson made the perfect freeze. This is attempting to pick it out and get rid of both of those stones to win.
Simpola on the brush. There it goes. What a shot. Krista McCarville.
Incredible throw. Huh.
That was a tough shot.
And you can vote for your favorite AGI Top Shot every day at Curling Canada on Instagram. Top Shots is brought to you by AGI, storage and handling equipment for agriculture. Both teams 3-2. Don't want to lose that third. We're tied at 1 in Saskatoon. And before we get back to our featured game, let's drop in here on the game between Botcher and Gunlickson as they play in 5. Last rock coming up for Jason Gunlickson out of Morris, Manitoba.
Brendan Botcher made a wonderful triple to lie 4 on his first, and that yellow stone that you see, that's Jason's stone trying to freeze on it, didn't quite get there, and so Brendan Botcher capped it off, trying to take away any attempt to tap, but Jason is trying to anyways, needs to squeak the guard and then have enough weight to tap.
Adam Casey calling line. Matt Wozniak, Connor Negovan on the brush, got it by there. Take it all the way down, tap it, move it, not quite far enough, so it will be a steal of 1 for Brendan Botcher. Already, as we say, eliminated. They go to the break 4-2. Now quickly over to the game night next door, Cooey and Jacobs. Cooey's last coming up as you see John Morris has the brush down.
Well, he's trying to make the double and blank. This whole end, they have tried everything to eliminate 2 Jacobs stones. It was Brad Jacobs' final that rolled to set this up.
Bang, got it? No. And runs it straight back and leaves it right there. So it will be a steal of 1 for Jacobs. They'll go to the break. Jacobs up 4-1. Both teams coming in 4 wins and 1 loss. And all of it happening here at the SaskTel center.
Yep.
Our feature game just underway here in 6 of a 1-1 tie, both at 3 and 2.
Get that out.
Mike McEwen, John Epping.
Came right off it.
Yeah. Shot.
The only team on the ice with an opportunity to make the playoffs, secure a berth, is Brad Gushue. He's up at 5-1, and a win would give him a playoff spot.
And a lot of relief to be in that final.
Well, that's no guarantee of that. He just would get a playoff spot.
Right.
Oh, oh man, has he been good at that? Well, it looked like a complicated end. Center guard went up by McEwen, and around went Epping. McEwen came in again. They managed to tap it back with Langers, but set up this 2 buried for about 8 seconds. Beautiful shot.
Maybe a touchdown. Pretty good. Wait's close.
Matt Cam.
No. Queen. No. Good boy.
Let's take a look at the numbers after 5. 1-1 on the scoreboard.
Well, it is, and both teams not giving an inch, and that's why we see blanks and forces, and it hasn't been for lack of trying, but you have to look at Reed. In the second end, Reed makes that in-turn double. He's looking at 3 Epping stones at the time, and they get a force out of it. And in 4, Reed makes 2 great run backs. Opportunity for a deuce, but then John Epping makes that fabulous freeze. The thirds, not a lot to choose from between either of them.
And that's the interesting thing about a game like this. You might think because both teams are 3 and 2, they want to desperately avoid a third loss, that maybe they're a little tentative, Russ, in the way they're playing.
Yeah, that's the nature of the beast here. Most of these teams have been tentative all along. There's just so much pressure, and you can't lose again, obviously.
Right to it.
But to your point, there has been enough there. It's just they're making the shots to get out of it.
Oh, yes. They are. Like the 5th end, even. It was back and forth rolling behind that center. And
yeah.
I mean, one slight error, and you've got a deuce happening.
Shots, Matt.
Yeah, when the rocks weren't this good and the ice was a little dodgy, you could get away with a couple half shots sometimes. Not anymore.
You ready?
Yeah,
hard.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Right up.
Big brothers.
Right up.
Gotta go.
And right up to it. And again.
Gentle.
Yeah.
Ping pong.
It's pretty impressive because the pressure of not wanting to go to 3 losses. One of these teams is going to 3 losses, and you typically will see, somebody kind of not respond or reply to the pressure that they're under, but both teams doing very well.
So Brad Gushue, we mentioned, with a win would lock up a playoff spot. He'd go to 6-1, not guaranteed where he would finish. And what's he got here?
Well, he's got a draw for 2, but he was lying 4 before Tanner through his final, made a wonderful triple to reduce the potential of what Brad Gushue can get. And so he's got a draw, needs just a little bit more than full 12 for the 2.
So Gushue, if I'm reading the tea leaves, the playoff tea leaves correctly, Gushue, if he wins this, 6-1, does not play until the final draw tomorrow night. He plays McEwen. Now, if McEwen goes on a roll, ends up playing, that would again be the game for first place.
Okay.
Because he would get it, McEwen, because he'd beaten him in the round robin. So that's why we say playoffs. We just don't know where he'll finish.
I jumped ahead. I know.
A little harder. Air more.
Ironically, they'd be the same 2 teams that played in the semifinal 4 years ago, McEwen and Gushue.
Yep.
They got this shot figured out.
Good.
So again, 9 teams, 8-game round robin. And right now there you see the teams at the bottom at 5 are done. So McEwen would have to go on a roll, of course, win everything out for a showdown with Gushue. Win, though, Gushue, he's the first team in.
it's just such a wonderful format. Like you're clawing to get into a playoff spot, and then if you got a good week going like Gushu does, you're trying desperately to get that first place and hammer.
Yeah, first place will earn you a bye to the final.
Clean, line.
Well, and it gets very interesting if Kui doesn't come back in this game. They go to 2 losses. One of these 2 teams stays at 2 losses.
Try to make it on your next day.
Yeah, the loser of both those games you're talking about, now they're getting to be on a little bit thinner ice.
Yeah, so much on the line, and then on the women's side, of course, Tracy Fleury with 6 straight wins. She's the first to qualify on either side. A win tonight, and she will lock up first place. And she'll get that bye to Sunday's women's final.
That would be exceptional.
Weight's good, though. Weight's good. Control. Clean. Whoa. Yep.
Then you have to figure out what to do with the time between your last game and Sunday.
Well, you and I both went through that. We sewed it up Thursday afternoon. Didn't play till Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
that was what, about 6 years.
I think we were. I think we were the same. They were trying to get us to go to movies and do things and not think about it nonstop. It was impossible.
Easy? Yeah. Okay, just make it. Okay, bud. Toss the mic.
Just trying to roll it right under now, and it will be on the button.
He got so close, of course, 4 years ago, losing the final to Kevin Cooey in Ottawa. Mike McEwen.
Okay.
And he'll bang this right on the nose. So there's still that opportunity to roll underneath.
High.
Right.
Would you take it if you're Epping, realizing I know it's a long run back? Or would you take the roll underneath?
Just be prepared.
At this point, probably he's just playing the blank now.
Okay.
But
more.
That won't rally you.
Oh, pardon me. You're right. His last rock. Pardon me.
If he'd buried that, though, he might have.
I don't think you have to throw it sky high.
No.
So looking for the blank. Another one.
Really hard.
Hard, Langer. Gotta go. Hard, Langer. You gotta go. Gotta go. You're
Got
good.
it. And he does.
Yeah.
So it remains 1-1. McEwen and Epping.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's.
We'll have a women's draw for you tonight, and then the final draws tomorrow. The men will play twice as we work our way through this 8-game round robin that started last Saturday here in Saskatoon and the Tim Hortons curling trials. We're still locked at 1, McEwen and Epping. And once again, it is John Epping out of the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto that does have the last draw, playing the Yellowstones.
Line's good.
No worries.
Line's great.
Wait's real close.
Line's
Just
great.
top 8 if you can. Top 8.
Line's great. Just bite.
Only if you're
just
light.
Bite the 4. Just bite
Line's
the 4.
good.
Yep, Matty. Go. Right to the 4, buddy. Just bite that 4.
Great shot, Langer. Let's go.
Tracy Fleury is the only team to have qualified for the playoffs. Down to Rachel Holman. Everyone, even down to 4, still alive. Only Kelsey Rock has been eliminated. Hodgson trying to come around and sit on top of Shot Stone and just a little over curl.
Finally.
So we will be back with you at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And our featured game will be Carrie Anderson against Rachel Holman. Holman trying to avoid a 5th loss. Anderson avoid a 4th, which would put her in jeopardy. So you've got the 2-time reigning Canadian champion in Anderson and the former Canadian and the Olympian, of course, in Korea, Rachel Holman.
Those Canadian championships from Anderson were at the expense of Holman, both of them.
Both, yeah.
By a fraction.
Okay.
Good pocket. Now, I think that's been the problem, Russ, like where a lot of times they're playing around centers, they're stacking them up, but they haven't quite got the angles right, so they haven't been able to stack them up as well and then play something for maybe a bigger end.
Can't get the pressure on the other guy.
No. So this is a good chance here with a pocket to freeze into.
Mr. Triple's going to throw a soft shot.
That has been the other problem. Derek making triples.
Weight's good. Curl. Curl distance. Curl, 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 curl. Curl, curl, curl. Distance, distance, distance. Good. Nice shot.
Good sweep, bud.
Oh, really nice.
Move it. The other guard.
Do you want to move this? Move that?
Sure. I mean, you could just move either one, really.
Try and get to the nose.
Yeah,
Sure.
or nose to the other one.
Other one. The other one you'd want to get low.
Okay.
I wouldn't be afraid to hammer something in there, too. Yes, you're going to lose your own, but
Back eight, Maddie. This is
you,
a chip shot.
you don't have a very good end going here, so you could try the blank.
No, you're right.
Back 12.
Yeah,
Do you like that shot?
Yeah, I like that, or I like playing a little bit of weight and unlocking them.
Rearrange the furniture.
Yeah, and maybe hope you get something good and you can score a few.
Matt Cam.
Weight's close.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Yeah, there'll be 3 yellows in the paint here if he gets this in a good spot.
With the hammer.
Little light.
Fry.
Yep.
Lang.
Come on, Fry.
Hard.
Weight's good.
Hard.
Come on, Fry.
Hard.
I'll get one of those yellows out of there.
Good shot,
Yeah, that's really good.
Good boy.
Everything's unlocked.
Very
Lots of
nice.
space.
Mm-hmm.
Shot, Matt.
I think so.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. Like that.
If we make that's amazing.
Yeah.
Good nose it too.
I like the freeze.
I like
make
the freeze.
is amazing.
Yeah, I like the freeze too.
Okay,
you're gonna need some ice here. This rock will come in.
Let's go with amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want me to throw 3 feet more here? 5? This is my 2.
Yeah, 5 feet more is perfect.
5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of teams would hit this. You know,
Yes.
you look at Epping sitting 2 at this point,
Yes.
but boy, this brings the force into play.
Very patient call.
This should be there.
Should ever, and a
Line
big
a bit.
force in the 7th end.
I think the weight should be there.
Line,
Line.
6 prior appearances for Derek Semigalski. The first time we saw him was back in 2012 when he played with Rob Fowler out of Brandon, Manitoba.
Great player.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
Just move it a little.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, you get to the inside
Flick on the
here.
ledge, right?
I was starting to hear that now, the ledge. Just this
Yeah, we're
time of the
just,
week,
split
after
this
all
guy.
the pebbling, it builds up on the sides, and sometimes the scraping too
Get
will
that one out here. Sliver of it.
leave a little bit higher on each side, the
Well,
ice.
Yeah, and I think they've found that side of the sheet just a little
The
straighter.
other shot looks really hard.
This
Get
other
under
shot.
and
Okay.
What do you like, Johnny?
you like that? No.
What's our best result?
I'm just seeing the only
problem
reason
with the
I'm
hitting
seeing it is
low,
because it gets
he lost
this.
the
If,
freezing
even if
edge.
he makes a play and gets this out of the way, so that
Are we second?
no, or no, they are.
Third. I really like
Anything
this.
good? Whatever you're saying,
We
John.
can just run this too on the nose,
Yep.
Yeah, I don't mind that either.
Well,
and that
across-
stays there.
Not on the nose, like across it,
Or
right?
sorry,
You wanna
across
go
it and-
across.
I don't mind that.
I'm tempted.
Why
to.
don't we do that? Let's
Yeah,
run that
that's what
right
I'm
there.
thinking.
Yeah.
That stays right there.
I like that call in the sense that Epping doesn't
also just
or
don't
has
feel like that
hammer and sort of
yellow
open it up a little bit as well.
Right. Yeah, I thought he'd do that one shot earlier, but
Yeah, like this. You mean?
they were thinking they get to the red, or the
Like
the
the
red
end,
top
Matty.
8 with the soft intern roll into the pile, but they've decided that's too difficult. Looks like it's open. This should simplify things a little bit if Matt can hit in the right spot. Don't want to cross it here.
No, that would be trouble.
Yep. Heart. Heart. Whoa, 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 whoa. Anything? No.
Nothing.
Okay, Maddie.
Can we just make this red yellow?
Gets so complex when there's that many rocks in front of the tee line. Teams have to
You're thinking of making this.
make sure they don't run out of time.
Nose and the one in front of your broom.
He pounds us.
Because right now it's a catcher for him. If my shooter's where your broom is, does that yellow go underneath?
And he pounds it right here, right?
It's still catches
Brendan
it.
Botcher trying to play spoiler against Jason Gunlickson, up 4-2, and Botcher looks like he's sitting a couple.
Well, he is in a bit of a miscue from both skips. For Jason, he tried to bury on his first. He came short. Brendan had a wide open hit to lie 3, but he hit it on the inside and jammed, leaving a biter, and that belongs to Gunlickson on the far left. And so this now is the double to try to bring that biter into play for 2.
Here he comes.
He's using the intern to get the spin.
Jason Gunlickson. You got it? Come across. Have you got this? Yes, you do.
Wow.
Wonderful shot. Jason Gunlickson.
Oh. What a shot.
There's a lesson to anybody out there. The intern, you can hit it thicker, but you're going to get the action because of the spin.
Oh, look at that.
He hit that so hard.
He can throw it so hard. It's incredible.
He's been so frustrated. He's been so close all day.
And of course, you miss that, you're 3 down. That's the other thing.
I like the red back on shot stone. I guess you could play the left 2 reds, which might unlock the yellows a bit, like high side the left red, and you'll get the yellow that way.
You will. You might lose the red that way, but yeah, I like your call too.
You could just play it straight back. They're taking a lot of time on this. Oh, I think that's what they're going to play.
After all that, we could have saved the 3 minutes. Yeah, it's a pretty safe call.
It can take a little. Yeah.
Reed Carruthers as we play third stones here in the 7th.
Really hard.
Hard!
Hard! Really gotta go.
Whoa!
Hard!
Yep!
Sit.
Okay.
Good.
Shot stone belongs to McEwen.
Too low.
There's a...
That's too thin, eh?
I think you just make that double and roll here.
That?
Get all these to go. Just roll here.
Not that one. You think that goes?
No.
Maybe that one.
Double, bud.
You got for the double. What's that, buddy?
Make that double roll here.
The key is get rid of these 2 if they can.
And save your shooter.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Air on this side, Matty.
Probably lose second shot or whatever, eh? We're gonna lose, yeah. But whatever.
Yeah, they're talking about that yellow because red is going to go under red and probably squirt that yellow out to the left.
This will be pretty close to getting the one on the wing.
Whoa!
Real close.
Whoa! Yeah!
Hard.
Lang's got him. Picked him up. What do you got? 1, 2. Oh, and
Great
you're going to go
shot.
slide underneath.
Really good.
Leaves that yellow, though, in the rings. But the 2 first and second shots belong to McEwen.
Your nose in it.
An in off, yeah, or a slash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shot.
The work that
Close
has
is
to
pretty
be
good.
done to score a 2 nowadays. With all those angles and
normal
like
again?
9
Yeah,
rocks
sure,
bunched together.
Good.
Yeah.
You can't roll in and sit 3 because you'll jam.
Close.
Yep.
Yeah, hard.
Whoa. Whoa. Curl. 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 Curl.
That's it. That's really good. Good
And
shot.
does hang it on the edge, too.
That's good. That's perfect. Play ours and onto that red. Nose that into there. Or can we roll our shooter over to that other red?
I think nose gives you a better result, Fry.
The one you're
Nose
hitting
gets
is
you
the
right
one going
into
over
here.
there.
Yeah.
And you're going to be right here.
It's a better angle.
Okay.
Kind of wait.
I think that gives you a better result.
Okay, well,
I
wait.
think you gotta probably
I'm thinking
flip forward.
normal.
Normal? Okay. That's right. Like, right on the nose?
Yep.
Got to be careful here because this,
I don't know if this
when,
is hard enough, Matty.
when this rock is hit, it's going to miss the red. So you can't
Go
throw
ahead,
it too
Langer, you
hard.
gotta really
He'll
go,
chip
Langer.
his own right out of the rings.
You got to really go.
Lang.
Langer. You
Picks
got to
up
really go,
Fry.
Langer.
Bang. Gonna touch it. He does. And there it will spin. It goes. And shooter just hangs on.
Not a good throw.
No.
That was the problem. The raised rock was never going to hit enough of the red.
I would say yes, but I'm not. I think you're probably still hitting this though, aren't you?
Does it even matter?
Well, I could just draw.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need to hit. I don't ever need to hit that.
Double, you got to make your, like, where can
Yeah.
you go where
Force
you
is
can't.
what
gotta
you
hit it.
wanted when you started this
Why?
end.
Yeah, you don't have to.
If he makes a double, then he might leave a double back.
Problem is, like, I hit. He makes this.
You go back.
No, I
That
get
is
the
a
force.
jam. The 8 is the jam though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just. I don't have to hit that, but yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm just. Yeah, he's
Roll
never
it
he's
anywhere.
never gonna be able to get like this,
No.
right?
The only thing is the intern.
No.
Yeah, intern draw is really hard.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I think it
Just
makes
hit the line
sense
at
to
all.
hit it, even
Then
if
you'll
you're
play the freeze, then you
not
flop.
second.
Jacobs up by 3, and they've got
Nose right on center
Cooey in a little bit of trouble.
It has been a very long end, a timeout for Cooey. It's been about placement of stones. Brad Jacobs' final stone was to pick out a Cooey stone. And so this looks to be a very quiet way. Hit what you can see and graze the other stone and maybe sort of spray those two out of the 4 foot to potentially leave yourself with 2.
No way. Is it there? Can he see enough of it?
Ebert on, off. Now, Neufeld by the guard. What do you got here? Touch that. Oh, can you? One will spin too far.
Oh,
And
he was close.
just the one at the top edge will count. Cooey gets a single, throwing a 91% game. Kevin Cooey.
Unbelievable.
And that's an example of the degree of difficulty.
And he's in trouble.
Well, I don't. If Brad hadn't made that pick, Kevin had a shot for 3.
Did he really?
Yep.
Throwing, like,
Yep.
down this
That
truck
was
on
an
the wall.
unbelievable pick.
This will be good.
We're on the Epping sheet, by the way.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I just had looked.
Oh, okay.
Just one
It'll
second.
be a hair slow.
I could watch yours. Sure.
Want to switch for a little?
Yes, for weight. What do you think?
Just lots of great curls.
So what do you want to throw?
I think that shot Cooey made for the single, it was amazing. Not sure it was there for 2.
So
No.
it's going to be
After seeing
good stuff for the start.
what he hit.
At the end, it's going to come off a little, right? Do you like think that, Mike, or no?
Yes.
Okay,
I think
so-
it'll be run good at first, and then
So what are you thinking for weight?
I don't know.
So they've gone back to the
it's
draw.
after the mop. Got to remember that too.
I think 14's close. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could throw a little faster than that. But
Okay.
are you comfortable with 14?
I think 14 with, like, just throw your nice normal 14 is great. We should get that to tee. Okay, it's a little harder than that.
But not bad.
Oh, I
Line's
felt
good.
14 on that.
Keep your broom down.
Back tee even.
Line's good.
A little hot.
Yeah, it's
Full,
little
full
hot.
tee.
I like
Full
this
tee
call. I
coming
think
down
it's
for
the
you.
Little hot.
best way to get the
Little
force.
hot. Little hot.
14-10.
Little
Looks
hot.
hot.
Little hot.
Yep.
No, we're there.
We're
We're
good.
on
Whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Good job.
whoa.
Good job, Mike.
Perfect.
Good guess.
He gets a free freeze at it now, right? Like, and we just
Shot.
showed him this.
Next.
Yeah.
14-1.
He doesn't have to make it perfect, all right?
Nguju
Fast stuff for
has
sure.
picked up a couple, stolen
Same
2
as his intern freeze on the
against Tanner Horgan.
button. In whatever end that was?
Yeah.
4? Yeah. No faster than that.
They threw a 14 there with no sweeping.
Can hear Lang and Matt Cam talking about what they're going to tell him for speed. Is it the same as the freeze he made in the 4th? And
Similar to that, Johnny, yeah.
Already figuring it out.
It's got to be just about locked.
Toughest shot there is.
Wade's close.
It's
your three, Ross.
Line's good.
No, I thought we're close.
Room. Line's good.
It's good.
Close.
Stay right now.
Close.
Matt Cam on the right,
Close.
Lang on the left.
Yep.
Line only.
Whoa.
We're a little bounce,
Yep.
Try.
Yep.
Little
Right
bounce.
down
Yes.
to
Little
it now.
bounce.
Yes.
Hold that line. You want to be shot rock. Oh, how
Johnny.
pretty.
Yeah, good shot, Johnny. Real good.
Now you heard Fry screaming, and it went a little too far, but he had to because it looked like it was going to over curl. Over curl, it's so easy to get it out of there. The most important thing is to get the line right. It's a thick half. It doesn't go out, so it forces McEwen to earn it. Who's second or third? That's the interesting thing. Is if you blow this all up, you can hit Epping can hit that back one and have a measure.
They were close, Russ.
I think it's McEwen. Otherwise, I think they would have hit it.
Yeah. No, you're probably right. So they must think it is them.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard. Yes.
Hard, Colin.
Yes. Hard.
Hodgson.
Hard.
Never off it, Hodgson. Staying with it.
Hard read,
Got
hard
it.
read, hard read. Good.
And avoids the jam. And around the edge. There you go. Fry having a good look. First glance, I'm thinking it's red.
I think it's us.
Oh, there you go.
I like your optimism, but you do believe in magic. Close.
McEwen made a mistake if it is.
Ooh, I can't believe they didn't hit it. I would hit that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That close.
What do you see in control there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Boy, I didn't think it was that close. Or to your point, he would have hit it.
I mean, I think it's close.
It's
close for
Do
sure.
you think it's that, Matty?
What's that?
Wow. Would not
Or
be
my eyes
something.
are way off. Close
Well,
enough. We gotta
Mike's
play
saying
this.
he still thinks it's them.
Yeah, I'm with Mike. It looks a little like red, but who knows?
Enough ice. You think this is going to go inside out?
But hitting it wouldn't hurt
I don't think
him.
it's gonna go crazy. I don't think so either.
Nope.
That looks
Just,
really good for control.
Great freeze by Epping. You don't have a choice here, anyways, do you? Really, you've got to hit whether it's second or not.
Weight's good.
Clean. Yep.
Final stone, John Epping.
Yes.
Come on, Matt. Dig, buddy. Dig.
Hard net.
Dig.
Hard net.
Got to get it.
Dig,
Find
dig,
that
dig, dig.
stone on
Good.
the edge.
Attaboy.
Oh, they did well to hold it right there. So that's one.
Must have given us two, I guess.
And will likely put a stick to it. And here comes the official.
I love how we all look at it after the fact. Like,
What's
Hit it.
I ran how I thought it would.
That's close.
Yeah. I was nervous because I was like,
I hope Mike's got really good eyes.
You mean a quarter?
Yeah.
And now we wait.
Nah.
Yeah.
ooh.
Not by very much. Epping with a single to take the lead.
I've been in a unique situation where I've got to live that through my wife's team and that amazing experience that they went through in Sochi. And not just for those individuals as athletes, but actually what that meant to all the family and the friends and everybody who has supported, sponsors, so many people behind the scenes that have supported that journey. And that would be most satisfying to me as an athlete, to have those people behind the scenes that really make our team work, sharing that.
Yeah, we forget that, don't we? That it takes more than just the people on the ice. So these are the countries now, just the countries that have qualified for the Beijing Olympics next February. And there you see the 3 that are still remaining. And December 5 through 18 in Netherlands, the last 3 will be qualified. But it's interesting when you look at that, you see no Japan, no Korea. Of course, they're, when it comes to curling now, very much part of the world picture, but not part of the Olympic picture yet. So 2-1, Epping leads it. We go to 8, and it'll be McEwen with Flash Rock playing the Redstones.
Easy. No, that was the opportunity for Korea when they hosted the Olympics. Is finally all of a sudden the Korean team and the Korean women's team, the Garlic Girls, they were able to kind of show up on the scene, and they've been stronger ever since and getting stronger.
They look like the top team again this year.
Yeah, very, very much.
Okay, guys, still got down cold. A little lights. Okay, then go. Top 12.
Somebody needs a deuce along the way here, Russ. Or
line's good. Okay, weight's close. Line's good. Weight's good. 12. Room. Weight's good.
Curl.
Yeah, I'm one tick on the measure from getting it.
Gotta dive this in.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Go,
hard.
And I think this is only the second end we've seen corner guards the entire game.
Track con. Okay.
And it's difficult to generate offense in the
or you
rings.
freeze on that one.
It is.
Is it a is that a? I'll be interested to know if after the game they've consciously elected to do this, the skips, just because of their records.
I wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't disagree. It's a scary position. No one wants to give a loss or take too much of a risk.
It's a tough balance because you're.
Matty likes the high one, Johnny.
Yeah, I think so.
You know you're playing a great team. You know you're in the trials. You know you got a chance to become an Olympian, and it can change your strategy. And you can't get too defensive, and that's what you want to do. You notice a lot of Briar Scotty's finals. It's a little more defensive, and it's just because.
Because what's on the line?
And you have to respect the team you're playing. But at some point, you've got to generate some offense.
Touch that over, no? Yeah, I don't think you need to touch that early. I'd let that slow down. Ever. Trying, but okay. Probably want this to curl a little, or no? Line's good, eh?
Well, this is a perfect example of why corners haven't been played, because the risk is you chase now the rest of the end that shot stone, double center guards.
I can't. We missed this for dead.
I mean, even if you feather here, you're coming in. Boys. You got to move this in the open.
I really don't like this. I don't like that. If we make a double peel, it's really good.
See, there you go.
You have to save your shooter.
Throw down weight. Throw normal. If I miss this shot, he has double centers.
I don't love it.
That's what we just talked about.
Exactly.
It's scary.
Here.
Oh my God, boys, we're playing like I can barely
Why
see
are we just running? Like.
Yeah, Derek doesn't like it. He can't even see it.
Like if you're going to throw that, you're throwing normal.
Yeah, we like the normal.
Like normal.
Whatever you like, Mike. I
don't like the chip. If you,
I can't.
Even if you make it, they have guards.
We're eventually going to be peeling something, right?
Yeah, just.
What do you like, Russ?
I like the peel
hit
too
the top
because
guard and roll to a corner.
I would play the come around, but the guy in the hack doesn't want to play it, so I don't want to play it now either.
Yeah, that's good.
I think the part that fools everybody is again back to what you just talked about. We both talked about. You're in a bond spiel. You're playing the come around.
Always. Yep. Funny.
You're not in a bond spiel.
No.
Yeah, throw positive.
Okay.
What have they elected to do here? The chasing?
They're going to chip, I think, the second guard and try and roll into the rings, which I think is a pretty good call.
As long as you make contact with one yellow.
Whoa. Yep.
You can get in off that second one.
Whoa. Yep. Watch that.
Red might go in. No, not quite.
Gonna really have to spin though.
Oh, you never.
What does that do for us? Okay.
Oh, it tried.
Good shot.
Okay. I love watching those. They always get that spin back in.
Great shot. Great shot. Brilliant shot. Like it's in the rings on the other side there.
I don't like that.
These teams play that situation so often. They've come up with about 9 options. But to execute that perfectly, he just made a come around and hit a rock that was dead buried. Oh, here we go.
Throw, Matt.
Now they can get at the shot rock.
You can nose it with hack.
Good throw, Matt.
Like same way.
Whatever you want.
Good try, Matt.
Hardly anything to choose between these two.
That was a little heavy last time.
Derek Semigulski.
Wait, good. Get ready. Hard.
Yes.
Really hard to get a by.
And
Hard
right
to get a by.
away.
Hard to get a by.
Brothers right out of
Really
his
hard to
hand
get a
has
by.
picked him up.
Come on, Reed. You got it. Keep
Here
going.
comes that center guard now.
You got it. Come on,
First
man.
things
Come on.
first, get it by that one. Can you? No.
Where's it going?
And look at that. Tick,
sorry,
tick,
Johnny.
and spill in.
Sorry, Johnny.
Okay.
That's just great, eh? How many hockey players say that one?
Yeah, no.
Double's not there.
It's like snooker. It wasn't called.
No, it sure wasn't.
You want maybe?
If it's even close
They're
to
dead
not, then
even.
just play this. Okay, then no. Play the hit and roll. Okay. Sure. Nose isn't the worst. No.
Control.
Not playing the rock that's closest because it would set up a yellow double.
Yep. Heavy control. Yep. Control. Yep.
Come on, Matty. Dig, buddy.
Brian Fry.
That's sweet, man.
Come on, roll it.
No, think. Ew.
Good.
Okay. Good sweep. I think nose was better. I agree.
I think I could risk playing
Pretty
it.
good. I mean,
Wow. You get the sense here Guju knows what's at stake, huh? He's just putting all kinds of pressure on Tanner Horgan.
Well, and it's a bit of a learning experience for Tanner as well. He was facing 5 on his first one. He tried to freeze. He was just on the corner. Brad was able to pick it out, and so there is no freeze anymore for Tanner. He's trying to play the hit and to roll inside, but he's got to catch a chunk of that 4, almost a crotch shot.
Whoa, curl.
His team from the Cataraqui Golf and Country Club in Kingston, Ontario. And no, he'll sit there, so have a look. 1, 2, I'm seeing 3.
I'm seeing 3.
So Guju stole 2 and 6, steals 3 here. As he looks to lock up a playoff spot with a win.
Gotta go.
Sorry, I heard a curl from another sheet.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, you know, it's funny. You tend to hear voices, and you should be able to identify a voice, but he said he got a little caught.
Yeah, he did. He thought he heard it from his sheet.
I think if they want to, they might not try this, but I think they'll get the backside of that, Cheryl, and it might actually clear that way.
Yeah, I guess.
Or it's going right into it.
Over top of that or right
Can you
into
change
it?
up the angle?
You're close to it, Fry. You're actually really close into that pocket, are you not?
I think it might go right into the 1, and that's real bad.
No, I don't think it. I think if you catch into
I
there,
kind of think it goes up.
Really hard to get into here.
I think it goes up too.
Huh?
No, but do you think
No,
if
you get
this
this
doesn't go out of the range?
The other thing is I thought was hit it thick and just move the red over here a little bit. Get that red. That red's killing us.
I know.
The only problem is they'll leave him the double and the roll back.
I'm just worried, Cliffy, about leaving the double back this way.
Yeah.
We're out. Yeah.
Like, I think if anything, it's an out-turn whip.
It does
this
look
way.
like it's going to deaden out over here. You didn't hit it, well, definitely hit it on the low side, right? It's coming over here.
If it gets it thin enough, it might not.
Depends where you hit
I
it.
see it
but-
going
Still
right
got to
into
hit
the
that.
1.
I think you got
That one's probably jamming over there.
I see it going into the 1, but that's
Me too.
into
I'm
here.
usually wrong.
Into here?
Yeah.
Coming into here.
You could also play this, guys.
Top of the rock.
Can you go super thin?
Let's go with that.
Oh, there's no hole.
True.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's probably your
Yeah,
best Langer.
and-
this is going to want to pull this way.
I mean, it might not go out, but
Well, whatever.
And then that's gone. How much can you see?
Yeah, and then I think actually if you and then
Let's
whatever,
quickly
you're
look
gonna-
in on
like, there's
Jacobs
no
and Cooey, 4-2 Jacobs.
And a chance to really blow this game open. It has been a very patient waiting game by Brad Jacobs, removing stones, not making a play on that red stone. Kevin Cooey guarded on his final stone. It takes the run away, but probably half available to Brad Jacobs from the hack.
Can you hold the shooter here?
You can.
So looking at a 4 if he can do that. Jacobs and the team from the Sioux Curlers Association. It's Sault Ste. Marie, Kevin Cooey out of the Glencoe in Calgary.
Right.
And he'll just pick it. There it goes, and there's 3 more.
Nice throw.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit a thin quarter, you're real good. A quarter's, you're going to get them both out, I think.
Yep. Whoa.
Lang's got him early.
Yes.
Now we'll find out.
Go, John, go,
Underneath,
go, go, go,
everything
go, go.
goes.
Right, go, go,
Look
John,
at that.
go,
And
go.
what a result.
shot,
They'll
Fry.
push it through to sit the 3.
Went pretty easy.
Boy, Fry. Great shot, Fry. That was almost the worst luck of all time. Yeah. It's sweet. I know.
Watch that red ricochet off the yellow going back.
I double clicked it.
You know, you're thinking
did.
too, Russ, because we know of gear effect, it may have actually helped that stone. That little
Yes.
touch on the yellow may have helped it
I think so.
propel it a bit more.
Okay. I mean, this is hard. You're going over top. Let's make it.
The bad news for McEwen is now he's forced. So he wants to be forced to 2. So how do you get 2? The long guard is difficult. You can go around it, but Epping can chase it. So they're going to go around the corner and freeze.
Actually, this squad is going to be quicker because it's not.
Okay, so you want maybe 2 feet less?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great shot there by Fry.
I'd
no,
I don't have
Oh, it's hard.
Okay, then.
Weight's good.
I found a little light.
Line's good.
Weight's
No,
pretty
no,
good.
lots of lines.
Weight's good.
Be lightning here.
Line's good.
Room.
Line.
Line.
Whoa. Line. Line. Distance. You just got to go. Just got to go hard. Go, buddy. Go. You got it. Come on. Go, 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 go.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got it.
Nice shot.
But he just comes off.
Second shot.
Good sweep. Good sweep.
Good shot, Reed.
He just comes off this yellow, right?
Boy, Reed's coming in again and having a great game.
Crazy.
Last night, same thing, both thirds.
Seeing.
John could
Little
hit.
more.
He can make it off his own,
I think back 4 dead buried.
but it might blow up all the yellows and the blanks available.
Yeah.
It's just coming off that one. Like most of the time, it jams on theirs, right?
So I think this is the right move to sit 2.
Are you guys seeing anything else?
Yeah, you don't want to blank. Give them a
Their
blank.
second shot, obviously. Yeah, no, I don't see anything else.
Make it.
Line looks good to me. You're sweeping for back 8. You're really going to start to curl now. Right to here, boys.
Real close.
Hard!
Gotta go over here.
Hard!
And you get it in behind that
Go.
center guard, and it looks like they do.
Pretty good, Johnny.
Just in front of the tee line, top of the button.
Pretty good.
Do you ever just kill
Well, we know
Does he play?
this one is 2-1 Epping McEwen. The record for lowest scoring
Just gotta
game
kill it.
at a trials also involves Mike McEwen. And that was at the previous trials in Ottawa when he played John Morris. Now, Morris, of course, that year was skipping the BC team out of Vernon with Jim Cotter, Caitlin Schneider, and Terrell Griffith. McEwen had VJ Neufeld, Matt Wozniak, and Denny Neufeld. But look at that, 3-1. So McEwen could, unless we get some scoring here, set a record as the lowest scoring game.
Just playing a little tap rest and trying to set up for a deuce.
I think that's smart. You could hit the top one, but then you could give up a steal, right?
Yeah.
That's in such a... John didn't want it there, but it actually worked out pretty good. Yeah, I think just a heavy freeze kind of thing.
Yeah, and get the angle right. And
mind you, look at the ice he's taken.
Maybe a hair loss?
Is he trying to hit and roll?
Yeah. Hey,
that's a lot of...
That's not the right ice for the freeze.
Speed will be good here.
Hit and roll to Reed's broom.
Must be.
That's getting a little soggy down the middle here.
Maybe a bit afraid of playing kind of the straight freeze.
Weight's good. How's the weight?
Weight's great.
Yeah.
Yep, hard. Hard.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Whoa.
More angle, more angle.
Curl. Yep. Line.
Curl.
Curl.
We're heavy.
Curl the whole way now. Curl the whole way. Try to get to nose.
Hodgson.
Keep going.
And boy, he did. Got right to the nose.
Oh, so that's what the call was. They were just going to try and stay behind that guard.
Good sweep, Colin.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, we sit up here saying, oh, this is easy because the guard's so long, but you watch when John, if John makes this, it's only going to miss the guard by a couple inches.
Roll it to the edge of the button's pretty good.
Is that a little tight, Johnny? Mike had a good 6 inches more than that.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I know.
You watched him though.
I watched Mike.
Okay. How hard? What are we throwing? Good hack?
Yeah, like just that nice hackish.
Okay, throw it good, John.
Hair more.
See, there's that indication. That's the situation again. You watched Mike, and he was just told he got about 6 inches more, and they've just tightened it up for him a little bit.
Yeah, I think what he's probably saying is maybe Mike was a little either soft into it or not quite out to it, so he feels comfortable that this is enough ice.
Okay. Again, that center guard is going to come into play here because you got to squeak it. Cam now trying to help this over. Oh, boy. And trying to be too positive. Oh, and he'll sail it by.
That was put in his head. They did. They front end told him it wasn't enough ice. That was nowhere near the right weight.
And look what it's left here now. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And McEwen has been 93% on his hits.
Wow.
And like that, what's he got an opportunity here?
For three.
For three?
He does.
Wow, wow, wow.
Final stone. McEwen. One mistake. One mistake. Epping flashing with his last. Leads to this is Samogulski. Keeps it clean all the way down.
Just clean.
And there it is. 1, 2, 3. For McEwen, it comes in 8, and with it, no longer the lowest scoring game in trials history. And from Saskatoon or anywhere across the country, it's time to crave this November. Don't miss out on HBO Originals, the latest movies and groundbreaking shows streaming on Crave this November. And new plans start as low as $9.99. Working our way towards the end of round robin, the men's only draw today. They'll play 2 tomorrow. Women back on the ice tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, our feature will be Carrie Anderson against Rachel Holman. You know, that's, listen, we tell me
keep going, keep going, keep going.
too obvious.
Keep going.
But when you play such a closed game rush as these teams have, that you give up and make one mistake and now bang, and you find yourself here in the 9th down by 2.
Yes, and the other thing you don't feel, if you're Epping, you don't feel like you can score a lot of points because they've played for 2 hours and scored twice. So it's really hard in the head now because And being the 8th end, it stings even more, doesn't it? Because if that was the 7th, you get the 2, you get a force, you get the 2, you're in good shape. But now you get your 2, which McEwen won't be upset about. He's got about an 80% chance of winning this game.
I like this.
So they almost need
Like the
3.
in or the out?
I think we have to go in.
For what? Out or draw around?
Funny it happened late, so late in the
I think you
game.
have to out turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I threw this before.
I meant in as in like in the house.
What do you want me
Got to
to
throw out
Think
turn.
Out.
Have to throw out, I think.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. 14. It was a little heavy out of your hands.
Line. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Weight's close. Whoa, if we can.
Line's perfect. Line's perfect. Needs to set. Curl. Curl. You need something?
Maybe. Yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh, go just a little rub.
Yeah, it needed it. It needed it. Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. That's all right.
That
was a
just
390.
pulling the 8-foot, Matty.
Okay.
Going in there, buddy.
Well, there won't be any holding back for Epping this end. They've been playing a little bit of cat and mouse up until last end. I think the corners actually helped McEwen. It had Epping's team chasing a little bit, and that's where their chance came up for their 3.
Hard line. Come on, buddy. It's good. Hard line. Keep going, Langer. Whoa. I guess we.
Right through the hole?
Oh.
Oh, crafty.
Okay.
Yeah, hit what you can see.
Yeah. I got half. Like throwing like a firm normal.
It was supposed to be a freeze. It just rubbed off over curled and leaves a short little easy run back.
Just get a little.
And it's gone.
That's good ice.
Yep. Isn't that
Just all
Newton's
normal.
law, though, isn't it? It just
Yeah.
You play a great game, one overthrow.
Firm. Yep.
And it's
Now you can't get anything to work.
Hard.
Yep. Hard to be thin.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
And
shooter
away
out
it
of there.
goes.
No in-offs. Good.
Now there's that little bit of stagger there. There is a possible run back, but there's the stagger top edge of the 8. Can you use that?
He can.
You have to run and leave
I-
3
I-
yards, no?
That guard on the left, the yellow guard in the Tim Hortons Cup, might be in the way.
Something similar.
Yeah.
I heard the veteran front end saying you could play the run back here, make the triple, and you'd have 3 guards out front. That's another option.
Yeah, I actually like that. Open it
Yeah,
up, and you've
yeah.
got 2 corners.
Top 8.
Because it's going to get claustrophobic here pretty soon.
Go on a.
Yep.
Really curly.
Yep. Really hard. Oh, it's still
Really
there.
hard.
You
You
gotta
got enough to
go
push
line.
that
You
one.
gotta go line.
Come on, Langer.
Whoa, whoa.
Come on. Go, 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 go.
Shot.
Good shot. A pick or something. Or it's
Just-
getting flat.
But why do you go there to more curls?
Okay.
And our first final. And Guju wins big. 10-1 over Tanner Horgan out of the Cataraqui in Kingston.
And in the final end, Jacob Horgan, his brother, came in to have an opportunity to play.
And 6-1 means that Guju is the first to qualify for the playoffs, and Horgan has been eliminated. So now we'll go over to sheet D as well. In a matter of moments, there we are. 7-2 Jacobs leads again. All kinds of pressure on Cooey. Here's his last.
He's trying to play the in-off for 2.
Coming across and will not get there. And it's a steal of 1.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
So it's a big win for Jacobs. Goes to 5-1. Cooey now at 4-2.
It's getting a little flat out wide there.
Hack. Probably be a hair.
It's here to use that corner, try and get a soft little hit and roll to the right.
Yep. Yeah.
Just hack.
Just hack. Yep. Whoa.
Stay close.
Yep. Weight's good. Yep. Yep.
Weight's real good.
Whoa. Yep.
Go, 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 go.
Shot.
Great attempt. It's half open.
We need to overrule that.
Seem like both?
Yeah. Gradual?
I think so.
Yeah.
If the ice, as they say, is getting a little bit flat, Russ, then it's
It'll be all
advantage
right
for
here.
the team that's up. They're just throwing the
I think
hits
where
and
it
not the
was. I think
finesse
that's
shots.
Okay.
It's good.
Yep. Yep.
He's gonna curl.
Yep.
You gotta go.
Hard!
Yeah.
You gotta go, Hammer.
Hard! Gotta
Hudson.
Colin.
Gotta go!
Gotta go. Oh, now look out.
Okay.
And it'll spill in to sit the
that's
shot
bad.
rock.
Oh, yeah, that is bad.
Oh my God.
It's just softening up a little bit, I think.
Think so.
Just enough to do that.
Oh boy.
Because you're throwing down the slide path to start, and it's
Yeah.
grabby, right?
Right.
Reed's had an exceptional game.
John Epping last end, the end before, actually turned around to my brother and said they're starting to show their teeth. And what he meant by that was some of the rocks that are maybe sharper than others, when the pebble starts to flatten out, sometimes they'll bite a bit and maybe
Forward.
slow down or
Just
curl
forward.
a little wee bit more than you
Just
think.
forward. We're a little light. Yep. Gotta go, Matty. You really gotta go.
Want to carve it?
Oh. Good.
Good. Yeah, real good. Good shot.
I think I just roll into it.
These are pretty much even.
Place is, but
It's a good shot. Yeah, you're okay
Pretty
there.
good.
He's not making the double. Just make the roll.
I'm seeing normal with the out.
Okay.
Great.
The problem for McEwen is those two that are buried around the staggers.
Is he going to try and roll
We
into
can
the side of it?
just play
Yes.
control with the end. We know it.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get a bit, right?
Yeah.
Try and get in behind that staggered with them.
You're right.
Control weight. Make the roll.
Just like last time, one shot. You know, let's say this rolls a foot. Epping could be sitting three buried.
Well, it's kind of a finicky one, Russ, because even if you roll too far, then there's a yellow
Yes, yes.
slash, so you've got to be pretty perfect on this one.
A little quiet.
Whoa, whoa there.
Wait's okay. Whoa.
Close.
Close. Yep.
Whoa!
Whoa. Close.
Down.
Yep.
Whoa!
Yep.
Yep!
Yes.
Yeah!
Samagalski. And now, where will this roll? And it spins, and does it come back? It sure does.
I think it's horrible. Good throw, but it's
double.
Yeah, three buried.
So Brad Jacobs making his way off the ice after his win over Kevin Cooey. So we know now with the win, Brad Jacobs is guaranteed at least a playoff spot. Jacobs with that one-game advantage in the loss column. Next game for Jacobs tomorrow morning against Mike McEwen. John Epping. Well, he needs to make a big shot here. Epping. Can you get the double here? Lang trying to hold it. Get one, come across and slide underneath.
Made a jump.
Oh, man.
Just picked.
Just picked, he said. So you weren't worried about it early.
No. Boy, it almost was on the guard.
No kidding. It had to pick.
Yeah, grab something. There's no way with that kind of weight.
Nope. Be here because he's going to have this for 3.
Yeah. Just gotta count this one. Right here.
How much do we have of the 8?
Not all of it.
I'm not worried about that because that's his shooter losing. I'm worried about if you put it in the wrong spot, he's got this for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he can stick that, can he? Like that rock.
He can run it. He can run it.
Yeah, this way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be coming in, so.
Okay, boys.
Biggest thing is out-counting this guy, right?
Yeah.
2 is not the end of the world.
I think you put it right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Full 8.
Yeah.
We just have to be buried, right?
Full 8. Yeah. Right there.
The Canadian and world champion Rob Meekin was
You don't
Kerry
have
Burton
to-
back in 1995.
You got to outcount this. If you outcount this by an inch, it's fine.
Yeah, not much past that.
But I would just.
Yeah.
We can't be splitting center, though, right?
To be honest, we don't need to outcount this. Ever. We just. Right here.
We can't either. Yeah.
We don't need to outcount that. How does he.
No, I'm just saying, just don't leave the other easy one.
Yeah.
You see that yellow on the right on the Tim Horton Cup. That can be raised in too. They never looked at that.
I feel like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we've seen Epping do stranger things.
Well, and you know he'll be thinking, I have to score.
Yeah. One's
not good.
Yeah.
A couple more for Brendan Bodger.
Yeah, half 8, full 8.
Okay, I like it, bud.
You got an option to go deep. It's not as
Yeah,
good.
we'll let you guys know. Just positive throw
I mean,
here.
you just got to get by.
I think deep would be scary if you're back 4
throwing
foot.
Like a 14. You need about a 14. And that's still a little bit
Yeah, I
of
was going to
sweeping.
say a 14 flat. It's
Yeah.
pretty close.
I like
Yep. Get it running good.
Yep.
Okay. It's a little heavy
got
early.
heavy.
I think it's okay for this
I got
one.
heavy.
Close line. Keep your broom down.
Where?
Weight's pretty good.
Line's good.
Little heavy right now. No, we're right off this.
Heavy.
Where?
Back.
This is probably going to die to T-line. Weight's okay. Weight's good.
Where do you want the line? Whoa.
Maybe hook it right around the yellow then. Hook it. Yes, yes, go! Go!
Just right there is perfect.
I just don't know why
Well,
we slept
deeper.
it at all.
Deeper's fine.
We don't sleep it.
The
It's
pressure,
Slash.
Just listen to them.
Slash
If that
double,
goes 2
I
more
think.
inches, it's not even there.
I mean, the fact is, where is it? We're not.
It's fine. Sorry.
They didn't know.
Right.
They really didn't know.
Well, they were splitting hairs. You know, they're trying to get it to stop within about a 3-inch area.
That's not there.
13.5.
It's the only one. This is the only
It's
shot.
the only shot we have.
Both of them are there.
Yeah.
thin
What about the
quarter?
other one?
The outturn just thin.
Or, no, the
And that's
intern.
there for 2, maybe.
And just
this one looks easier.
Oh,
hit
slash
hit
double?
a little high
You're looking
side,
at
yeah.
the right one
Yep.
over there, I think, John.
Yeah, that where Fry's standing.
Yep.
Like, really close.
I think that one's there.
Oh, for sure.
And the outturn's there too.
Quarter?
Yeah.
Looks like a quarter to me. Right there, bud.
It's
Thin
funny
quarter,
because
yeah.
McEwen never talked about that one.
Yeah, it's a thin quarter.
Not sure. It's kind of, they're all in
For the
line.
game.
I know.
I saw Reed looking
This one you have
around.
to plant sort of
I'm
on
not sure
my
I'll have. Do you think I'll have enough
I believe the
momentum? Is
technical
I guess
term
the
is
problem.
X factor.
If I have enough momentum to make it.
I think you'll be able to get it to go, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the game right now for John Epping.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you can
Down
make it,
by
John.
a couple.
I don't see anything else.
I don't think.
I've seen this a few times.
Oh, and John loves these.
You'll get curl.
Yeah, there's a little bit more curl than there has been.
Epping.
Yep. Hard. Whoa,
And his last
Yep. Yes.
angle raise, double to maybe get 3. Lang.
Okay, John.
And we'll drive it on by. And 2 more for McEwen. And that will be it. So McEwen will pick up the win. To go to 4-2. Epping drops to 3-3. Wow, 1 shot, 1 stone in the 8th. Turned that end around.
That was not easy.
And it winds up, make the final 6-2. McEwen is your winner.
Big cats all over Nick.
I got
Brittany, miss you.
I like, in my head, I was like,
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons. the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Derek Semigolski. Always nice to be with the family. There you go. That's Decker. Wife Selena. There you go. Oh. Congratulations to Dad. He's the winner with Mike McEwen out of West St. Paul as we take a look at the game story. Yeah, that was the 8th was when it turned around. It had been so close up until that point. One shot missed by Epping results in a 3, and then he misses that tough angle raised double for 2 more. 6-2 is your final, and Mike McEwen curls again in the 90s. Wonderful game. The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. So one game remains on the ice. Brendan Botcher out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, the reigning Canadian champion, playing Jason Gunlickson from Morris, Manitoba. 7-4, Botcher leads it. We played 10. And Botcher with a steal in 9, making it the 3-point game, Kathy. And Gunlickson with last rock here, trying to dig himself out of a hole.
Well, and the story in this game has really been big weight shots from doubles to triples. Brendan Botcher made a run back quad. It's been all about that, but that's also worked against Jason Gunlickson, trying so often to make those big weight shots. We've seen some success, but in the last end, he went really hard for it and gave up another steal, and that's put him in the hole.
Botcher electing to kind of throw a couple through there to keep it a little cleaner. 3 up.
Just talk. Yep. Just talk.
Just eliminate one at a time here.
You gotta go.
You gotta go. Come on. Just head down. Head down.
Hard.
Come on, buddy. Go.
Clean.
Okay.
Whoa. We're good. We're good. Whoa.
Good. Nice shot.
Good shot.
There, now we drew it there. It was the delay. That's all. We delayed.
Chopped you down 2 brooms. Top 4? Give him more, yeah. Easy. Top 4.
Matt Wozniak.
I got room early. Okay, back 8. No, you're not that much. Whoa. Back 4. Whoa.
Used to play, of course, with Mike McEwen.
Line's good.
And now in his second year with Gunlickson, they were at the Briar in the bubble.
Back 4. Too much weight. Easy. Whoa, not too. Go ahead. Close. Yep. Go ahead, Case.
And Matt was also part of that Cooey team that lost the final of the trials in 17 to Kevin Cooey.
As good as the pocket, eh?
Darren Moulding.
Clean.
Just get rid of one. They're lined up, those guards, pretty nice to try to chase 2 of them. You probably leave something out there.
Nice. Freeze over there too. Like just to kill one. All right there. Yeah.
Isn't it a high one?
Guard. It's a high one, or I could say I could
high
freeze
one, Jay?
over there, keep them.
I like a high one, yeah.
Save that come around. Like that's all you're trying to do.
Guard the guard.
Oh, I see. Just keep them.
Do you ever freeze this one?
No.
No. No. What's he doing then? If he jams and we're sitting 3.
Yeah, but still all grouped.
Scary. Okay.
No guards. Like.
Yep, I'm good with this.
I think Jason's right on this. You know, if you got all that magic to happen and you did manage to somehow set 3, which would be rare, the hitting ability of the back end of Botcher's team could make a double pretty fast, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah. Halfway. Line's good. You got room.
Yeah, I don't mind one more guard, and then I think you have to.
You got a little too much weight here. Okay, line's good.
Start freezing.
Stay down if you can. Curling. Coming down. Lose the line.
Weight's nice.
Okay, line's good.
Right on my
A little too much, Jay.
A little too much everything.
Line's real good.
Sit. Okay, sit.
Real good. Okay. Great shot, Casey.
Oh boy.
Nice shot. Peel. Yep.
Clean. We're good.
Good, good. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Nice. Good. Shoot.
Now I think you have to freeze in that pocket, don't you?
Yes.
Go, buddy.
Yes, I think so.
Too late to throw another one.
Still not freezing over there. I want to save that for your first, and he's got to deal with it.
Okay. Okay, I'm with you.
You gotta watch, you can't bounce off of it.
I can get into it now.
Okay.
Right on the tee line, hey?
Right in the tee. Same as I threw last end, eh?
Same as you threw last end's really good.
Timeout, timeout.
Yeah, I like hiding it, don't you?
I do. The freeze.
Late timeout call.
Like, I think if I'm close, he's got to deal
What
with it.
happens if he calls timeout and he's past the...
Not
he's
that worried
sliding
of
out?
it. Okay. Like, if he misses, he keeps two yellows around, and that's what we need.
Yeah.
As long as I'm on this side of it, I think we're okay. Like, just this side of nose.
Yeah.
Even if I bounce at a rock.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm saying it can't be anything in front of it, because in front of it's like off it and in there, and then...
Okay.
Like, that's what I was worried about, was just watching. I want to talk that through.
Yeah.
You guys are all on board with this? Yeah, he's just saying, like, waste one over here, right? Like,
Trying to find a spot to waste one, and like if I make a really good freeze, it's a tough rock to deal with.
I'm all
We've
board.
seen that happen.
I was just saying we got to make sure we're all the way there, because anything here is like just off it in, and yeah. Even if we bounce a little, like, then we can still go there again. Like, yeah.
I think if you go there now, it's too soon.
I'm on board with this fully.
It's just
Let's
one
make it.
spot, because like if you're too much here, he's just coming into this. Eh?
Yeah, but I think if we like, we're gonna be low. Like, just gotta stay a center line side, right? Yeah, like if it's horrible, I gotta just audible out and just bounce. Let's just make it perfect. Side case.
Yeah.
With the ability of these guys to throw it so hard, that's what Gunner's worried about. He's got to get that yellow in as deep as they can, and he'd rather bump it a couple inches than be a foot short.
I like that ice. Yeah,
Foot short could queue up a yellow double and end the game.
Same weight as last end.
Same weight as last end.
I still like the come around.
I do too. Because you've got the backing there. I think this is tough to put in the right spot.
And you know he's going to be deep.
Line's close.
pass.
You have
Line's
to go
great.
for weight a bit. Straight. Gotta go for weight a bit.
Go ahead, line's great.
It's close. Weight's good.
Line.
Line's great.
Weight's good.
Well, hard
Small
line.
Gotta hold the line.
Hard mat. Always
Come on,
mat.
Matty.
Just mat. Hard mat.
Come on, Matty. Go.
Hard, Matty.
Gotta go.
Hard mat. We gotta go for everything. Yeah, we gotta get it going. Keep going. Go,
Hard,
go,
keep
go,
going, keep
go,
going,
go,
keep
go,
going.
go.
Hard,
Adam
hard, hard.
Casey. And a little over curl.
That's a good weight.
They said they wanted to be on that center line side.
If we could roll just a little, then I'll always have a double into that one at the end.
Okay.
Like firm?
Yeah. So we're trying to roll a foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a reminder, so you see on TSN 3 coming up, it's the European Curling Championship, the women's semifinal. Germany's Daniela Jentsch, Scotland's Eve Muirhead. Coming right up on TSN 3.
I'll have a double off my shooter here.
Eve's had a good week there. She ended up first in the round robin.
She's had a great week.
Okay. Firm. Could I have just a sliver?
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Clean.
Yep.
Clean. Yeah.
Skip
Whoa.
Stones, Brendan Botcher, his first.
Yeah. Yeah. No roll. Set.
Oh, boy.
Pocket.
Oh.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's hard to do that.
Darn. Watch yourself. Just had to go a little
It
earlier.
actually doesn't change much. I don't think he can afford to freeze the red pocket thing.
Yeah, but he's gotta be perfect.
If he missed, he's got to be perfect on the double too.
What?
He's got to be perfect on the double too. Like I think if you cheated here, like that's
Yeah.
really thin, right?
That's pretty good.
You can be
Right there.
short of it too.
That's good. That's good. I'm into that.
That's it, I think.
Like, you don't have to be all the way
That's
to it.
perfect.
That's
But
right.
that almost makes it harder for me to get rid of those rocks.
It does, but you have a chance.
Okay, let's go there. Come on, Jay.
I'm not sure why Botcher wanted to hang around. I know what he was thinking. He wanted to nose it, and then he'd have an in off. What if he just rolled out there, Cheryl?
We'll have a good
Yeah.
number for you. Should
You-
go
This-
here.
This is helping him.
This freeze, if it's
Overcurl.
high, like he's not shot rock if Gunner freezes, and if he high size it, there's a gimme shot for Botcher. It's wide open when he's trying to freeze too.
We're locking it
Now
on
you
the
can't
left
get it
one.
out.
Okay, left one. Okay, the left and like 1 inch high is like perfect. 2 inches high.
Sounds good. The other option I even thought of is that you could have even peeled the corner guard.
Sure, absolutely.
It's good speed.
Like you're always going to have an open hit. It's 3, it's not 2 they're getting.
Mm-hmm. Casey's ran really nice. Didn't quite get the line right, but the speed was superb.
Weight's good. A little tight. Like really
We
tight.
forget that Jason was actually Botcher's alternate at the trials in Ottawa.
It's perfect. Gotta go line.
Come on, Connor.
Go line.
Come on, Connor. We got a good one. Come on.
Yep.
Moving in here. Whoa.
Perfect.
Good shot.
Great shot, Jay.
I don't know how we score 3.
Oh, good sweep.
Thanks.
Good shot.
I get lined up really good for this now.
Yeah.
You almost have to
Hammer's
peel,
on
don't
the
you?
nose, or he drives that one in.
Yeah.
So, okay. But
Sure.
what
Timeout.
If we peel that top one.
Well, I think he's gonna hit that on the nose real hard.
Okay.
He only has to bump it a foot.
So anything we can, no, like guard
I think
probably
you have
not.
to peel.
Yes.
Because you can hit, then you've got that open Yellowstone in the right-hand tee line.
The easiest shot out there is to run the guard into this one. Because then he's got the right angle.
Can he knows that? Can he not?
Well, what if we just go here then?
What if we can?
Then he's playing a little tick-tick trying to stuff it.
Tick stuff. Oh, yeah.
Because Jason still has to move those reds.
Yeah, the easiest shot for Jason is that one.
The run is the easiest shot. The run, he just dead plugs it and he makes it for fun.
If we leave it like here, is that then?
So
like
take
that
it away.
three's
Or
tough
for
to-
here, what does he do?
to-
For here, he's dead. That's dead.
Oh yeah, like half frozen there.
This is pretty much dead.
I don't know.
This is dead. He. As long
Half
as he
frozen
doesn't,
there, he's
as
gotta
long
get
as he-
rid of
As long as he
everything.
can't stuff this,
Somehow.
you're deep enough where he can't stuff it anywhere from freeze to there.
Yeah, you can take it
He's
away
got no
that
shot.
way.
That seems good.
Yeah, get her half around the guard.
I think I'm with the guys. If we can get a rock here, that should do the job.
Yeah.
But here,
The more we shade it this way, the more he's cranking that, and that gets real
No,
easy.
it's better to be on this side.
We've got to lose it a little.
Because this just hits that. Yeah.
You like that?
If you can get like
so
a.
we're
Yeah.
yeah. We're okay to freeze the
Oh, yeah.
The problem is this one's gonna go right.
Yeah.
Like unless you welded it in there, I think he could.
Oh, well, this is way easier. Yeah.
What a beautiful rock positioning by
As
Team
long as we get over the
Gunlickson.
center line, we're good.
Maybe with like easy. Wonder if
Taking
that would
here
be
to
good.
get
That's for
the
draw the
button.
button. I think edge.
He needs everything, huh? He needs to score everything he's got left, Gunlickson. The 2 in the house, the one he's about to throw.
Somewhere in there, because if it takes away that raise, then this shot, if Gunner hits it here, he's going to lose his shooter. The only way he can get 3 if the guard's gone is to hit it there at 1 billion miles an hour, and hopefully he moves that far enough. The unfortunate part for Botcher is Gunner has that shot.
He does.
But if he does go where they're talking about, in between, to take away that raise, right? They're just
Welded on. We got a bit of room right now.
But if you undercurl it, the raise is there. If you overcurl it, the nose hits there.
Okay. Final stone then for Brendan Botcher, the Canadian champion, already eliminated with 5 losses. Gunlickson at 2 and 3, trying to keep himself alive.
Top 8, top 8, top 4, top 8, top 4. Top 8.
Yes, he.
Okay.
No.
No, it didn't curl enough.
Great weight. Great weight.
Nose hit.
Or here, actually, Cheryl. Can you get to the nose?
You
Why didn't they keep sweeping that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what they stopped for.
Centimeter high.
That's perfect, guys.
Lots of time, Jake.
Lots of time.
Or he's playing.
What turn?
Oh, actually,
A
he's
little more
playing
ice.
the red back.
In between those. There.
Red ticking the yellow and going across the top of the one by Adam.
Needs 3 to tie.
Here, high side, I guess.
Jason Gunlickson. Here we go out of Morris, Manitoba. Has he got a little bit of magic here? Wozniak, McEwen on the brush. Run it back, bang, bang. swing. Back him up. Back him up. Oh, I'm not. No. Have a look. He's got 2 for sure.
I think he did it. I think he got 3. I think he made it.
What a shot.
They're going to call for a measure. Won't this be something?
The positioning of his first one was just unbelievable.
So thin. Yeah. I think it's good.
I thought the run back of the yellow was an easier shot because I could never throw it that hard.
No, well, right.
Unbelievable.
No pressure.
He almost missed the one he had to redirect.
Yeah.
That's why this one didn't go far enough. Or actually, it probably did go far enough.
Yeah, I think it is yellow.
It's a huge game for Gunlickson to avoid a 4th loss, which would put him on life support. So now from the botcher stone. Gunlickson. As it's been. Oh, no, it's not.
Wow.
Wow is right.
Gunlickson will lose the measure. He needed 3, gets only 2. Botcher holds on for a 7-6 win. Now 2 and 5, and Gunlickson will go to 2 and 4.
Just got the overcurl enough that red hit it, the yellow too thin to get the gear effect out of there.
And it doesn't matter what Casey does, as it just stayed in top of the tee line.
If that's below the tee line, Adam can brush it, but he can't. He knows he can't.
And it just digs in for the win for Brendan Botcher. So playing spoiler is Botcher. Eliminated now along with Tanner Horgan and Matt Dunstone, all at 5 losses. Everyone's still alive. Gushue is in. Jacobs needs 1 win to join him in the top 3. What a day. That's it for the men today. They'll play twice tomorrow. Back with a ladies preview when we come back.
We know what it feels like to step on that ice and be Team Canada, so we know what it's going to take, and I'm expecting a really good game. We're going to need to bring our A in, that's for sure.
Trials is obviously one of the big ones that everyone dreams of winning, and everybody is playing their absolute best every game. We're just hoping that you're one of those 3 teams that are moving on at the end of the week.
And that is a big featured game. When we join you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Carrie Anderson, 3 and 3. Rachel Holman at 2 and 4. It's been a struggle for Rachel. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, as the women will take center stage under the lights here at SaskTel Center. Brad Thiessen, along with 19-month-old Hazel. Hello there.
Say hi.
Hi. Maybe one day, huh? We'll see you on the ice too. Just a reminder, coming up from Lillehammer, Norway, on TSN3, it is the Euro Women's Semifinal. Daniela Jens, Germany, Scotland's Eve Muirhead, TSN3. Till we talk with you again tonight, thank you for joining us on Canada's Sports Leader, TSN.